Very relevant. It will start to dissipate as we move into about the 10 a.m. hour, get a little bit more sunshine out there. But before that happens, the clouds are in place as well. Temperatures right now in downtown, 59 degrees, a beautiful wind, pretty calm out there, north 2 miles per hour for the downtown area. We do have 57 degrees coming in right now across Van Nuys. Visibility is still being impacted. These numbers are in mileage. We're about 2-mile visibility across the Burbank area. So if you're heading to the airport, something to watch there. Down into Torrance as well as Santa Monica, not too much of a difference from what we're seeing over in the Burbank area. Our highs for today along the coast, but also in our mountains, going for the 70s. If you're in our high deserts, you'll see your temperatures in the 80s. Low deserts going for the 90s. And then we'll have most of our interior areas very similar to yesterday, maybe a degree or two warmer, still placing us in the 80s. We're talking mid to upper 80s, a few 90s maybe scattered across the Inland Empire as well. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Star. Dodger Nation, your day has arrived. The two-time defending World Series champs will open the 2026 regular season at home today.
Mario, man, you really hit it out of the park this morning. Good morning.
Let's play ball. We are ready for some amazing
I'm
baseball.
still laughing. I'm still laughing from that moment. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, we'll have more of that coming up in a little bit. But yeah, we're excited because the city is blue today. We're talking about the back-to-back champions returning here to Dodger Stadium. And look at that. We've seen some activity here picking up. That grounds crew, they are in place getting the field ready for game day. And this is one of the most important days of the season. So can you believe it's already been 5 months since the Dodgers won the World Series? Take a look. They closed out in Game 7 against the Blue Jays. An amazing series with the final out in the 9th inning, and that sparked the celebration on the field and then through the streets of downtown LA as fans packed the city for a championship parade following an unforgettable season. And the Dodgers now enter the season looking for that third straight title, which hasn't been done since the Yankees did it in 2000. And let's talk about opening day here at Dodger Stadium. It is going to be a full celebration. Fans will see a national anthem performance by Keith Williams Jr., a military flyover, and the World Series flag will be raised in center field. The team also planning to unveil its 2025 championship emblem, and Lakers legend Magic Johnson will throw out the first ceremonial pitch. Now, I've got Mark Langell, the historian of all Dodger historians. He is joining me live here this morning. Mark, how are you feeling? This is how many seasons is this for you?
Well, this is 33 with the team and probably about 44 opening days because, you know, you got to go as a kid. And this is my favorite day of the year because you were saying how important it was. And the difference between the Game 7 in Toronto and opening day here is you're not so worried about the score. It's just the pageantry, celebrating the fact that you're finally going to open this box that says you can't touch it until March the 26th, and we don't know what's inside that box. It could be 60 Shohei home runs. It could be Yamamoto Cy Young Award. Whatever happens in the next 6 months, that's the fun part. We get to jump on the ride and just enjoy it.
Yeah, you really don't know what's going to happen, as you were saying earlier. Now, when we look at the history of the franchise, the team and the players, from Jackie Robinson in the 40s, Fernando Valenzuela in the 80s, and now Shohei Ohtani leading a new era, what stands out to you?
Well, I think just the very premise as far as the optimism, as far as what could happen. We don't know what's going to happen. And the historical things. You talked about Fernando in 1981. Nobody expected him to pitch, but injuries to Jerry Royce and Bert Hooton meant a guy had to start for a very first time his major league game. And oh, by the way, pitches a shutout, starts Fernando Mania, and a living legend forever as far as, you know, nobody will ever forget what that meant. But nobody knew 2 years ago when the team opens in Korea, what's Shohei Ohtani going to be like? How's this all going to turn out? Well, we're going to get rings tomorrow. The players will, and that's, yep.
The rings come tomorrow, guys.
Those look so shiny. Those are nice.
Yours is real.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys.
It's real and it's spectacular.
Oh, I was just going to say, this is the time to celebrate. You're a nervous wreck for Game 7 of the World Series, but here you can just miss school, miss work because it's opening day at Dodger Stadium. There's no place you'd rather be.
Mark gives you permission. You hear
nobody's
that?
calling out, though, right?
I'd be a nervous wreck walking around with a real ring around my finger, you know, real World Series ring.
It's a special day.
I know, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
All right. Watch out. You might
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. There we go.
Wow. That's some
Pretty
hardware right
amazing.
there. Okay, so you've been showing us your Dodger blue all morning long. Look at this family. Thank you, Annabelle Ramirez, for sending in this photo
Go
from
Dodgers.
Carson. Loriana Chino from Moreno Valley. Wow, we love to see it. And then Jack and Jesse from Downey in their Dodgers best, getting ready to go into the stadium.
Hey,
Enjoy.
By the way, there's a QR code right there on your screen, so just grab that really quick if you want to send us your Dodger photos, and we'll show these photos of your Dodger pride all throughout the morning. We have you covered here on opening day. We have continuing coverage on Fox 11. Also, you can check out the Fox Local app. We'll be streaming special Dodgers content starting at 12:30 this afternoon. Sports Director Kyle Kraska will talk to us about the players that were added this season, more on the three-peat aspirations, and we also have crews at watch parties across Southern California.
All right, let's get to this headline this morning. Sherman Oaks has been hit by a series of smash and grab robberies.
This morning, no suspects have been arrested as of yet. We've got Gigi live at Sherman Oaks with a look at the situation. Gigi.
That's right. They're back. Smash and grab burglars, and they've been busier than ever. They're targeting big box stores and small family-owned businesses like Toy Mandala here on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, which deals in expensive trading cards. They've been burglarized twice this week. Take a look at this exclusive security camera footage where you can hear suspects talking.
Hey, 1 more minute.
1 more minute. That's all they needed to steal a heavy safe after breaking into Toy Mandala at 4 o'clock this morning, using power tools to cut through a metal fence and then break in through the back door. And it appears they knew exactly where to go, because this time they didn't steal anything from the actual store, just the back office. The first burglary happened Tuesday morning when, again using power tools, the suspects broke into the trading card store and in a matter of minutes took off with tens of thousands of dollars in expensive trading cards like Pokemon, while leaving behind thousands more in damage. Between everything that was stolen and the damage done, this small family-owned business was hit hard.
I really question myself if I want to stay open, and how am I going to stay open? How do I keep the doors open? How do I put product on the shelf? Is it worth it?
So Pokemon cards are a hot commodity to own, to trade, and obviously to steal?
Absolutely, yes.
To give you an idea how much a trading card can be worth, last month, Logan Paul, the social media influencer and WWE wrestler, sold his PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator card for $16.5 million, setting the record for the most expensive trading card ever sold at auction. And this wasn't the only smash and grab in Sherman Oaks. Take a look. Last night at the Westfield Shopping Center on Riverside Drive, Macy's was also hit. This video shared on the Citizen app. The store crowded with shoppers and families, including children, when suddenly what sounded like gunfire sent everyone running in a panic. Turns out what they heard was the sound of smashing glass, 2 suspects destroying the jewelry display cases and taking everything they could carry, getting away in a Lexus before police arrived, which was just in a matter of minutes. Now, these criminal crews, law enforcement says, are very well organized, and while they do target big box stores, they particularly hit small family-owned businesses like Toy Mandala. They've been here in this location since 1998. And no, they don't deal in the $16.5 million cards. That's much smaller. But it is a very lucrative business, especially for thieves who are stealing these cards. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Gracia. Back to you.
All right, Gigi. Thank you. Still ahead, L.A. County Sheriff Robert Luna is going to be joining us to talk about L.A. County jail conditions following concerns over deaths.
Also, we'll take you back to Dodger Stadium. There it is, getting ready for opening day. First, let's get to Stu, a huge Dodger fan, with a check on your morning commute. Good morning.
Bob, thank you for that. Go local sports team, that is for sure. I can tell you, Skyvox and me are really starting to... We need to go fly. This weather is keeping us down for sure, but we'll get through it. And you know what? Skybox Traffic's brought to us by My Home Sold. We're going to help you get through it, too, get you to wherever you need to go. Going to show you some traffic hotspots right now.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. Sell your house the easy way with no commissions, no fees, no repairs, for free, no obligation cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Meteorologist Star Harvey here with a quick check into your forecast. We are still under the influence of our high pressure system. It is weakening as it shifts off to the east of us, but still close enough, local enough to give us some of that temperature ranging above our normal for this time of the year. Now, in that early morning hour, about an hour ago, the fog was still in place, just bringing you through our futurecast here into the early afternoon. And you'll see that we do get rid of the fog, much like what we've been happening over the last couple of days here. As we shift gears into this afternoon with that high pressure in place, temperatures warming, sunshine out, and then we get right back into our overnight hours early tomorrow, and that patchy fog activity will make its way right on back here across Southern California. Getting us through this week, that high pressure system continuing to shift out to the east of us, and so because that shift is happening, the shift in the weather is also going to make its way across the west coast. We do have a secondary system that I've been keeping my eyes on. It moves into our region as early as next week, and it is expected to not just bring with it a cool down, but we are also looking at the chance for some precipitation to arrive for us. This is by the middle to ending of next week. And again, we're not hurting in the water department. We just for this water year alone for the LA area, do have our water surplus, so over 5.5 inches. So we'll get to that when we get to it. Enjoy what we have today. 80s for the LA Inland Orange County area under mostly sunny skies. And then as we head into this weekend, temperatures also quite beautiful. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back. After 10 in-custody deaths inside LA County jails in less than 3 months, Sheriff Robert Luna is calling in federal experts for a top-to-bottom review of jail conditions, the policies, and practices there.
Yeah, Sheriff Luna joins us now with more on what's being done. Thanks for being here again.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, and go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
That's something we're talking about today.
That's top of mind for sure.
In regards to in-custody deaths, I think I was here a month ago talking about it.
Yes.
I want everyone in the community to know that actually conditions in the jail have drastically improved. Our uses of force are way down. Our compliance with our federal court orders are way up compared to when I first got there. But last year we did have 46 in custody deaths, and we talked about that. And it's not so much the conditions that are causing it as much as it is the population that is more ill, mentally ill, and those are challenges that we're seeing across the country. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that we weren't trying to defend everything we're doing. So I started to communicate with the National Institution of Corrections. It's a national organization with federal DOJ, and I want them to come in and I want to show them everything we do, lift up the curtain, as they say, and they're going to review all of our processes. So I wanted an independent review, somebody who's unbiased and objective, and then come in and give us recommendations. Because if I could save one life, if I could save as many lives as I can, That's what our objective is.
When is that process starting, the federal review?
It should start here within the next month. We've been communicating with them for about a month now. There's a lot of things that need to be worked out. And remember this, that in our system, when we're talking about mental health care, we have another department involved with us at our partner agency, and that's Correctional Health Services. So we had to make sure that we are all on the same page as we move forward to try and hopefully reduce those in-custody deaths. And by the way, as a reminder, over 50%, about 54% are of natural causes. So that population is getting older, it's sicker, but we have to embrace it because there are people in my care. I don't want anybody to pass away in our custody.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that Angelenos need to remember is that, you know, your deputies, other law enforcement officers, you're dealing with a really tough segment of society here, and they're dealing, lots of them, dealing with mental illnesses and other health issues. I want to talk about what happened last weekend or past couple of days. We were talking about traffic enforcement of e-bikes. Now, this is an interesting phenomenon now because some of these e-bikes can actually go very fast, like 30 miles per hour plus, and they're sharing the road with drivers as well.
And sometimes it's not even the road, by the way. Sometimes it's the sidewalks, it's green spaces where children are. I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's very concerning. As a matter of fact, when I was driving here this morning, we had a green light, my partner and I, and an e-bike just blows a red light like it's not even there. And I'm going, we need a ticket book, partner, because we would have gotten out to give them a ticket. Here's the reality. You have a lot of kids and adults that are buying these e-bikes. They're very popular. I understand that.
And not licensed.
And that's where I'm going with this. We really need to talk about educating the public that when you are on one of these devices, you have to follow the rules of the road. Yeah. You cannot blow red lights and stop signs. You cannot ride on the sidewalk. There's been very well documented stories of these bikes hitting pedestrians and seriously injuring people not wearing helmets. So yes, we are doing enforcement action. We had one in Malibu just about a week ago where we cited several dozen people. We actually impounded several bikes. That's not what we want to do, but if that's what it takes to make things safer, we're going to continue to do that throughout the county of Los Angeles. But education's very important. If I'm a parent and my child wants a bike, you want to give your kids what they want.
They're expensive.
And they're very expensive, but here they're very dangerous. Yeah. So take the time to educate yourself. Take the time to educate. If you have a 12 or 13-year-old, they don't know the rules of the road. Make sure that you teach them so they don't get hurt. They don't kill themselves, or they don't hurt somebody else. There's classes out there, but be very, very cautious because they are very dangerous. You see how fast they go. Some people are modifying them to where they go even
faster.
I mean,
oh, yeah.
And they don't have.
When I was going to buy one, I basically got the wink, wink. It can go faster than if you'd like it to. And I think a lot of them do, and you know, increase the throttle in those things.
Yeah, and if you get on one of those things, please wear a helmet.
We only have 2 minutes, Sheriff, and we want to ask you this just because it is opening day. And you're gonna be sending a message out there for all the Dodger fans out there in Los Angeles County.
Well, safety is always number one. There's an increase of traffic flow, pedestrian, vehicle in and around the stadium. That's LAPD's jurisdiction, but for us, we're in the area as well. We cover the trains. You have a lot of people coming in on the metro, whether it's buses or trains or platforms. So we just want to make sure that everybody goes there. It's about having fun, but you got to be safe. And most importantly, let's go cheer for our Dodgers.
That's right. We also have No King's Day protests coming up this weekend, right?
Yes, we do. We have another No King's Day #3. And I'm hoping that like the past several, most of them have been very peaceful. We always encourage people to exercise their First Amendment rights, but don't come out and destroy property. Do not come out to be involved in any kind of violence, because we're going to be out there in numbers. Again, protecting First Amendment rights, but you got to behave while you're out there. If you want to send a good, positive message, don't do it through violence or destruction of property. And that's what we'll be out there working hand in hand with our community as we always do.
Yeah, you know, we're just less than 80 days away now from the World Cup. There were some concerns about whether or not we're going to be prepared for any of that. Do you share any of those concerns in terms of law enforcement, whether or not we'll be ready for the World Cup?
Oh, we'll be prepared. We are prepared now. Yes, there are people out there who are, for whatever reason, delusional, saying that we're not going to be ready.
Yeah.
We have been working with all of our law enforcement partners to include local partners like LAPD, CHP, state officials, federal officials, and we've had committees and engage with FIFA all along. Our priority is to keep the event safe, not only at SoFi Stadium for us, but all the other events that'll be happening in Southern California. We have several in Carson. We're excited. We're hosting the World Cup, just like we're excited about the Olympics coming down. And our job's to keep it safe. And man, you gotta, it's like, pinch me, because I'm involved.
We're at the center of it all.
Exactly.
That's right.
And I love it. I think it's
Dodgers,
great.
FIFA
But we're
World
ready.
Cup, Olympics.
We are absolutely ready. Our people are awesome. They're planning. They're the best in the world at doing this. We're ready to go.
Excellent. All right, Sheriff Robert Luna, thank you as always.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you,
We'll be right back.
All right, 8:30. It's been a fun morning.
It has.
Hey, Dodger fever here at Good Day Lay.
Yeah. We had many moments this morning.
Yeah. We're in formation this morning. Look at us.
I'm just going to tell Health Aid, if you do the Dodger one again next year, just call it kombucha. It should be like blue, you know, blue for the Dodgers for that one.
Yeah, this one was the pink lady. The pink lady.
No, I can't do kombucha early in the morning like this.
Good for your gut.
It is, but it's like something about the apple cider vinegar of it all.
Yeah. Good for your gut, bad for your taste buds.
Yeah. And it's only good when it's cold. Like once it starts, let it sit in room temperature.
It's like beer. Like you don't want to, can't.
Right.
You got to have a cold beer.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, okay. So how's the first pitch weather?
Oh, it's looking good.
Good.
Yeah, it is looking good out there, especially across the Elysian Park area. For anyone heading out there today, for the game opener, just make sure, the home opener, make sure you grab a light sweater, because although our temperatures are going to warm up today, it will cool back down before that game comes to an end. And we don't want you out there cold, not enjoying the game, especially if you're taking your little ones. We do have our high pressure system continuing to shift off to the east of us, so it is weakening, but it will stay in place and continue to influence our weather pattern at least. It'll see us through the rest of this week and into our weekend as well. Let's talk about some opening day first pitch temperatures. LA, our temperatures are expected to top off in the low 80s for today. So by the time we arrive at that 5:30 hour later today, that means that our temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s. So gorgeous conditions out there. I talked about those temperatures sliding down and grabbing that coat. There's a look at them. Temperatures backing down into the 60s before that game comes to an end. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sarah. It's time for Dodger baseball. The two-time defending World Champion Series World Series champions will open the 2026 regular season at a home opener later today.
That's right. We have Mario live at Dodger Stadium with more on the hype leading up to the first pitch. Good morning to you.
Good morning. That's right. The champions are back, and we love to see it. The boys in blue getting ready for the opening day game here at Dodger Stadium. They're playing the Diamondbacks at 5:30, the first pitch. And look at this. We've got 9 titles right now. You can see from 1955 to 2024, but they're missing the 2025. It'll be unveiled tonight, and that's part of the celebrations here as we get ready for opening day here in Los Angeles. So take a look. The boys in blue finished spring training on Tuesday. The Dodgers looking for their first three-peat World Series, and Shohei Ohtani taking to the mound against the Angels. He struck out 11 of the first 15 batters that he faced, and the Dodgers, they would end up losing 3-0. But with Ohtani expected to impact the game, both at the plate and the mound, alongside stars like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and new addition Kyle Tucker, adding even more power to the lineup. The Dodgers are now chasing that 3rd straight World Series title. So opening day, we've been saying it's more than just a game here. It's going to be a celebration. So let's show you what the pregame ceremonies will look like. Fans will first see a national anthem performance by Keith Williams Jr., a military flyover, and the World Series flag will be raised in center field. The team will also unveil its 2025 championship emblem, and Lakers legend Magic Johnson will throw out the first ceremonial pitch. So get your Dodgers gear, get out that blue. Coming back out here live on the warning track, look at these custom boots, part of the outfit for a super fan this morning. He is known around Los Angeles as Wantani.
Absolutely. Wantani, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dodger Stadium on opening day. We're excited. We're excited for the Dodgers to go for the three-peat here in L.A., here at Dodger Stadium.
That's right. I love it. You said you're Ohtani's cousin, right?
No, I'm actually Ohtani's long-lost Latin brother.
There we go. Explain the outfit. I love it, from the boots to the pins.
Well, we have a little style down in Mexico, so we have the nice pins, we have the belt buckle, and of course we have the stylish custom boots.
When did you come up with this?
Well, it's been a long life tradition down there in Mexico, but I wanted to make something to do with the Dodger season, and that's why we came up with the nice blue boots.
Okay, now this is a super fan, you guys. Put it up there. High five. All right, we're going to send it back to you, but there's a little dance that you were saying you do. Explain it to me, and then we'll do it.
It's a zapateado, and it's a dance, celebration dance that we do in the old country, and it goes a little like this. You ready to go?
All right, let's go and follow you. Okay, I don't know if you guys have any music back there to make me look like a professional, but let's go Dodgers. Yeah, I'm following you, buddy.
Hey, Mario's got moves.
You fit right in.
You fit right in.
We love it. Thank you guys very much. Wantani.
No music. I love it. All right, thank you guys. So, hey, members of the heavy hitters softball team in the South Bay are getting fired up for opening day by breaking out the Lowriders.
All right, we're talking with Andrew Noriega. He's in Redondo Beach. You got the crew there, Andrew. How you guys kicking?
How you doing? How's everything?
Doing? Thanks for being on Good Day LA.
I'm doing great. How's everything?
Everything's
thank you
great.
for having us.
Yeah, hey, show us around. Let me see some of those cars.
Oh, check this out. Oh, these are my fellas' cars right here. We're just out for an early day cruise. Good luck breakfast before our opening day.
Okay.
Wow.
These are my fellas from...
How you kicking off opening
my
day?
co-workers' cars from Local 13. These are my co-workers from Local 13.
Go Dodgers.
All big Dodger fans.
That's
Big
right.
Dodger fans. It's Dodger time. Dodger time. Dodger time. It's time for Dodger baseball.
It is. And you know what? Lowrider culture is so huge in LA. It's like a fabric of the city. But you guys are a softball club?
Yeah, most of us are, we used to play softball on the same team. We're all co-workers, but yeah, we all work for the same local. We all work down on the docks, Local 13, ILWU. But we were collectively on a softball team that it's still on and going. We're getting a little old now, but we're still trying to keep it going.
Come on. All right, we see that mural behind you there. We see the cars there. So how does all the lowriders you have there, the club you have there, sort of marry into the Dodgers culture?
Well, yeah, we're all Dodger fans at heart, you know, and we're all here together to root for our boys. That's the primary mission, you know. We're on that quest for that three-peat, and you know, the team's so amazing, coming off of last year's success and what we had last year in addition to what we got this year. I think we have a pretty good chance of we have a shot at it.
How can people see you? Where should we go to see the lowriders?
Oh, well, you know, most of us are part of different car clubs, but you can look, I'll give an Instagram. I'll get the Instagrams for everybody on the list.
Okay.
You can check all these lowriders out individually.
Are any of you guys going to the game tonight?
We are all going to the game.
Yes.
We're just getting breakfast, get a little good luck breakfast, and then we're all on our way back to the game right now, actually. Yeah, we're just pre-gaming, and this is the quiet before the storm.
Nice. All right.
You're a good luck charm.
True Dodger fans.
Yeah. Let's go for a three-peat.
Hey, did you guys get your shirts last year?
Oh, you guys got shirts?
Wait, you gave us
we
shirts?
sent shirts last year.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, we never got them.
We sent the shirts last year.
Who do I got to talk to
make
about
sure
this?
you guys get them.
I don't know, Andrew.
Sandra, and I'm going to make sure we get your shirts for next year and for this year's as well.
All right.
That's right. Lowriders. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. We'll talk to you throughout the season. You've been showing us your Dodger blue this morning. Look at this. This is from Melissa Perez right there. You guys got good seats there. Oh, hello. There's my friend.
Hey, there's you.
Oh, my gosh.
Bernice.
Hello, Bernice.
From
La Habra.
Send your picture in. Yeah.
Look at you. Was that the day that we went out to the parade, right?
Must be.
Yeah.
Noel and Mark Estrada there. The Fierro's family.
Nice.
From Whittier.
Thanks for sending your pictures
Looking
in.
good. Okay, so you see that QR code that's right there in the top right-hand corner of your screen? Scan that code, upload your photos. We want to see your
Dodger spirit.
That's right. We've got spirit. Yes, we do. All right, we also have you covered for opening day with continuing coverage right here on Fox 11 and the Fox Local app. We're streaming special Dodgers content starting at 12:30 p.m. Our sports director, Kyle Kraska, is going to be joining us live this morning to talk about the players, the storylines, and more on our three-peat aspirations.
We also have crews at watch parties across Southern California. And again, we want to see your Dodger fan photos. Go to foxla.com, click on the Dodgers story. On our homepage, you'll see an area to upload those photos and share your comments. And we'll share it right here on Good Day LA and Fox 11.
All right, new this morning, LA is getting brighter and greener. At the same time, Mayor Karen Bass just launched a major initiative to repair and replace up to 60,000 streetlights citywide over the next 2 years. The program uses solar-powered lights to improve public safety, cut energy costs, and fight copper wire theft. This is all part of LA's push for 100% clean energy by 2035. The City Council also approved $65 million for this effort.
LA County is reviewing the proposed Paramount-Warner Brothers Discovery merger. Officials want to understand the impact it will have on jobs, competition, and the entertainment industry. The Department of Economic Opportunity will lead this study with initial findings due in 60 days. They'll also explore job training programs. County Council plans to weigh in with federal regulators who are assessing the merger's effect on competition. Paramount says the deal will protect jobs and support California's creative workforce.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty right now with this. People are unsure, am I going to have a job by the holidays? Am I going to have a job next year? What does that mean for
creative.
Well, they say they were going to protect jobs,
But, we've seen what happens when mergers happen. We've seen what happens when strikes happen.
Yeah.
They're going to recuperate the money in some way.
Right.
Somehow. Well, we'll just have to. We are definitely on the pulse for that, though, and we will keep you posted. Let's get into entertainment, sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Ready or Not 2 hit theaters this past weekend, and this sequel brings in fresh blood, if you know, you know, but also a throwback Thursday delight for millennials with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Elijah Wood.
Listen, if you don't do exactly what I say, we are going to die. I have to take a minute as a millennial and just take both of you in because you're my people, truly my people. And I was gobsmacked when I realized this is your first movie together.
It is.
But there's been so many that I'm like, wait a minute, because Sean Hannity is in this, who is in the faculty with you.
Yeah.
This is like 6 degrees.
No.
Really?
No.
Neither one of us.
No, I've never met your husband.
You know, this game is all about survival. And there's no game like Hollywood. And you both,
I was like, where's she going with this?
Not only survived,
yeah.
but thrived. And there's a whole new generation coming up in Hollywood, and some of the rules of the game have changed, but some of the elements have stayed the same. The world has changed.
Yeah.
What are your generic survival rules for this industry?
That's a really great question.
I mean, I think for me, I've always felt like I'm two people, right? There's Sarah Michelle Gellar and there's Sarah Prince. They're two different people. And when I wash this off at the end of the night and I look like the other me that you've seen, then I'm the other person.
Still beautiful.
So thank you. Yeah. Not so much. But I think I've separated the two so completely that one is a job and a job persona, and then one is me. And I think we've both had a privacy thing around our personal lives, and people have been respectful of that.
I agree. Yeah, I think similarly always had a healthy separation between my private life and the work that we do. And I think also for self-preservation, not overly identifying that with my identity. Like, my identity is me as a human, and this is a thing that I do.
Yes.
And I think those are two important distinctions as well.
It is very easy to get those two conflated. And so I think it's just sort of making sure that you have a life that is separate and not, and you're right, that you're not completely, and there was a time in my life where I think I only identified with myself as my job. Sure. But I had to learn to separate those two.
And not taking yourself too seriously.
That
like
too.
Seeing you on I Love LA, playing yourself.
I knew you'd known each other for a long time. Because you look alike. Does that make sense?
Honestly, a pleasure.
Aw, cool.
Truly. Game on, guys. Game on.
Game on.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Truly, I've been doing this for 19 years now.
Oh, wow, cool.
So you started when you were 8?
I love you for that. I'm 40. But getting to talk to you two seriously made my year so.
That's so rad.
Sometimes the best parts of these interviews is when you think the camera stops.
True.
And you're having a genuine conversation.
Yep.
I remember one time they had to reset with me and Steve Carell. They had to reset the lighting, and we're just sitting there, and I go, "It's a nice suit." He goes, "Thanks." My wife bought it for me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's great." But meanwhile, the cameras were still rolling.
You used it?
Yeah. So I ended up getting that footage, and I go, you know what? This is us just bantering.
I love the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah. So I was asking them basically how they have survived the game of Hollywood, because Ready or Not is all about surviving the games. Because Hollywood is a game. Now, you both have been in the game for a long time. What are your survival tips for all the up-and-coming news anchors out there?
Ooh, I would say if you really know and feel that you have it in you, don't take no for an answer. Don't get discouraged, because there's going to be many people in this business that tell you no over and over again.
I mean, I've been here forever. I would have left, but no one else wanted me, so I just stayed here.
Wow.
Honesty is the best policy for Bob. Ready or Not 2 in theaters now, and of course, you notice we're wearing our Dodger blue. Because we want to ask you, do you think the Dodgers will get a three-peat this year? Well, 79% say yes. Go to foxla.com/vote to let us know. Hey, who are the 9% saying no?
What? Yeah. I got words. I got words for
Come on. They might be Angels fans.
They might be.
Yeah.
They do exist.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, coming up, brand new policy bans trans women from competing in the Olympics. We're going to have more on that.
Yeah, we're going to tell you more about the tests that athletes will have to take to confirm their eligibility. A big story there, but first, let's get to traffic. Start.
Yeah, let's do it. Your Good Day LA traffic is brought to you by Jacob Arani and calljacob.com. We are starting off with some problem areas this morning. At 8:45, we have that accident on the 710 southbound freeway at Del Amo Boulevard, causing delays up to 15 minutes. On the other side of town, an accident on the 10 westbound at Puente Avenue. Delays entering into the orange, just letting us know a little bit more time in your vehicles. The 10 west between the 5 to the 405, 41-minute drive time for you, and the 60 west between the 57 to the 5, 42 minutes in your vehicle. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
you're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
Call Jacob.
back. Your Good Day LA weather is brought to you by Larry H. Parker. We are taking a live look right outside of the West LA area. A lot of fog really holding on here in our live view. This is going to be the case at least until we start to see some of that fog dissipating, much like most of our mornings this week. And yes, it will be on repeat as we move into tomorrow as well. An even bigger story is the fact that the heat will be in place through today. In fact, it's rolling over into our weekend as well. We do have a change happening happening, and it is going to include temperatures cooling down. That shift will happen at the back half of the weekend, and by early next week, we are looking at those temperatures not just cooling down, but also the likelihood of some precipitation rolling across Southern California. Our temperatures for the downtown LA area average 71 degrees. Today, we're expecting to go 10 degrees above that, actually more than 10 degrees above that. We will have some areas ranging between 10 to 15 degrees above their averages. While we do have that cloud cover in place, Santa Monica, your temperature is holding at 59 degrees. A beautiful wind out there, northeast direction, 3 miles per hour. Outside of the Santa Monica area, we have 50s in the Pasadena area, some 30s still holding in the mountains, as well as that I-5 corridor heading up towards the Grapevine area. Along the coast, some 60s popping out for us in this hour. As we roll into this afternoon, again, our temperatures will be very similar to what we had yesterday. Some of us will get a few degrees warmer. However, that still does place not just the Inland Empire, but also our valleys into the upper 80s, as well as the low 90s, that coast and the mountains with temperatures in the 70s. Here's a look at our conditions over the next several days. I want to get to this weekend. That's when we start to see those temperatures in the upper 80s, and then we do get a cool down heading into next week with that rain on the way. Back to you.
All right, Star, thank you. We are following breaking news this morning. The International Olympic Committee makes a major change ahead of the LA Summer Games. The IOC announcing it is banning transgender athletes from women's competitions, and every female athlete will face mandatory genetic testing. Officials say the one-time test will use saliva, a cheek swab, or blood sample to confirm XX chromosomes. The committee says the move is necessary to protect fairness and integrity. The new policy takes effect at the 2028 Olympics here in Los Angeles. We will have a full breakdown on foxla.com.
Parents, how would you feel about a robot teaching your kids instead of a real-life human being? Teachers who are already undervalued. Sorry, you know where I stand there. You might want to sit down for this one. Take a look. That's an AI robot walking alongside First Lady Melania Trump. It was all part of a White House summit regarding children's access to technology education. The robot is called Figure 3.
Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting.
At yesterday's event, Melania Trump claimed the AI bot could serve as educators for kids in their homes, saying it can help children develop, quote, deep critical thinking and independent reasoning abilities to become a more complete person. Creators say the robot is also designed to perform human-like tasks and learn directly from people. The company hopes to start selling them by the end of the year for about $20,000. So these would be inside of your home. Well, looking at you, waiting.
As far as it goes with education, I mean, it's inevitable that artificial intelligence is going to be and is already being used for educational purposes.
It should be a component. It should not be a replacement for educators.
And I don't think it's going to.
Well, you know how it starts.
Ever completely replace.
We're going to play this soundbite 20 years from now.
Right. Well.
And it's going to be like those anchors who said, what's an iPhone? What's the, yeah, right. Yeah. What's the internet? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully it's not going to come down to that.
It's going to be, and then that news report's going to be done by AI people, too. AI anchors. MLB is back in full swing. You might notice something a little different from the regular season, speaking of using AI. And for the first time, robot umpires are coming to the big leagues. MLB will use the automated ball and strike system in the regular season. It allows players to challenge balls and strikes. Robot umpires have been tested in the minor leagues since 2019, even at MLB spring training last year and at the 2025 All-Star Game in Atlanta. Each team has the chance to challenge 2 calls per game. All right, time for some good news. How good is your hand-eye coordination?
I bet you a robot couldn't do this. A Padres fan made the catch of the night.
3 play is, future big leaguer going home with a baseball. He's getting his snooze on.
I mean, talk about multitasking. During last Thursday's spring training game, Matt Rendina from Oceanside caught a foul ball barehanded in the 5th inning. The twist, he was holding his friend's 10-week-old baby. Wow. 10 weeks old. In his other arm, the crowd cheered. But you know what? Rocky was unfazed. He actually slept through the whole thing. Rendina says the ball belongs to Rocky now, but the glory belongs to Rendina. What a catch.
It's just amazing to me also that, babies just sleep like they're just like rocks through
I know,
anything,
but they'll wake up at the
right?
most inconvenient times. You can sleep through that. All right, time to check in with Sandra and Araxia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. So, Jen, you're going to be here in the next hour to discuss the nationwide shortage of estrogen patches for women seeking hormone therapy. We'll talk about what the problem is coming up.
Plus, you might know her as Dr. Yolanda Garcia on the medical drama The Pit. Alexandra Metz will be here in the 10 o'clock hour to talk about her breakthrough role, landing her an Actors Award.
Good morning. Welcome to 9 a.m. on this Thursday morning. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
Smash and grab burglars back in action this morning. Gigi giving us a look at the scenes in Sherman Oaks.
Plus, it is opening day for the boys in blue, and we are eyeing a three-peat. So ahead of tonight's game, Mario got us covered with all of the Dodgers' excitement.
And I'm Amanda Salas. JoJo on the radio from Kiss FM is coming into the studio. We've got some big news, and we're talking iHeartRadio awards tonight on Fox.
Plus, we're going to reveal the winner of the Best New Artist for K-pop category. But first, before we talk about music stars, let's go to our weather star.
Hey, I love to hear all of that goodness there and can't wait to hear the details on what you got in store for us, Amanda. Here's what's it looking like outside right now, what it is looking like outside or feeling like. Our temperature is 57 degrees in Pasadena, 62 down in Anaheim. Good morning over in Ontario. You're at 60 degrees and 62 degrees currently in the Malibu area. Our winds have been behaving through our morning here. In fact, they're moving just at about 5 to 10 miles per hour across some of the area. Now, as we continue to push into our later morning hours here, temperatures across the LA area jumping up to the upper 60s. Around that 10 a.m. hour, we should see most of that haze out there going ahead and burning off. And then as we get into this afternoon, LA, we are shooting for highs to top off in the lower 80s. For anyone heading out to the Dodger Stadium, just note that our temperatures around that first pitch are going to be gorgeous. We're talking mostly sunny skies and on the warm side, 77 degrees is what we are expected to feel like. Back to you.
All right, Star, thank you so much. Sherman Oaks has been hit by a series of smash and grabs.
No suspects have been arrested yet so far, and Gigi Graciette is live in Sherman Oaks with all the details. Gigi?
Well, we heard about these smash and grab burglars last year. They were so busy. Apparently, they're back at it, and they're targeting not only big box stores, but small businesses like Toy Mandala here on Ventura Boulevard. We're on the back side of it in Sherman Oaks. They were burglarized twice this week. Take a look at this security camera footage where you can actually hear the suspects inside the store talking.
Hey, one more minute.
One more minute. That's all they needed to steal a heavy safe this morning after breaking into the trading card store at 4 o'clock, using power tools to cut through a metal fence and then break in through the back door. And it appears they knew exactly where to go because this time they didn't steal anything from the actual store, just the back office. The first burglary happened Tuesday morning. Take a look. When again, using power tools, the suspects broke in and in a matter of minutes took off with tens of thousands of dollars in expensive trading cards like Pokemon, while leaving behind thousands more in damage. Between everything that was stolen and the damage done, the small family-owned business was hit hard. And now the owner is wondering if he should even stay in business.
I really question myself if I want to stay open, and how am I going to stay open? How do I keep the doors open? How do I put product on the shelf? Is it worth it?
So Pokemon cards are a hot commodity to own, to trade, and obviously to steal?
Absolutely, yes.
To give you an idea how much a trading card can be worth, last month Logan Paul, the social media influencer and WWE wrestler, sold his PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator card for $16.5 million. That set the record for the most expensive trading card ever sold at auction. Now back to those smash and grab burglars. Take a look, because this wasn't the only business hit. Last night at the Westfield Shopping Center on Riverside Drive, Macy's was also robbed. The video shared on the Citizen app. The store crowded with shoppers and families, including children, when suddenly what sounded like gunfire sent everyone running in a panic. Turns out what they actually heard was the sound of smashing glass, two suspects destroying the jewelry display cases on the first floor and taking everything they could carry, leaving in a Lexus before police arrived, which was in just a matter of minutes. These criminal crews, law enforcement says, they're actually well organized, and while they primarily target smaller businesses, they really take every opportunity they have to steal. No suspect description. You saw the guys there. They were wearing hoodies. They were heavily covered up. But it is believed, and this is just a working theory right now, that the suspects who hit this morning are the same suspects who burglarized this store on Tuesday. If you have any information, call the LAPD, please. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
And it all happened so fast. All right, Gigi, thank you.
Yes.
Can you believe it's been nearly 5 months since this magic moment? The Dodgers' back-to-back World Series titles are still fresh in the minds of diehard fans. And today, the boys in blue begin a new quest for a third consecutive championship. The Dodgers will open the regular season at home later today.
That's right. Mario live at Dodger Stadium with more on all the pregame festivities. But right now, we hear you're joined by a very special guest. Who is it?
Yeah, we're talking to a Dodgers broadcaster, Joe Davis. He has been with the Dodgers for 11 years broadcasting games. So let's bring him right in because we're talking about a big day here, opening day, the 2026 season coming off of 2 championships. And you've broadcast from inside the booth on opening days. What is that like?
Yeah, it always, for me, it helps me tap back into being a kid and the anticipation of a season and, all the pageantry with the flyover and the bunting and the big American flag. And it's as special as it gets. And then you factor in that these last 2, they're coming off winning a championship. It's that much more special.
Okay, so the Dodgers just wrapped up spring training. They've got obviously star players like Ohtani, Freeman, Max Muncy. What can we look forward to as far as something new this season?
I guess in terms of players, Kyle Tucker to the lineup. He was the best hitter available as a free agent this offseason. He becomes a Dodger. Edwin Diaz at the back end has been one of the best closers in baseball for years. He was the best pitcher available, and they got him too. So it's kind of like the rich get richer, but amazing the way the team keeps investing in the best players.
And what are you looking out for this season? Which players or what kind of plays do you kind of look out for as the team gets ready to go?
It's kind of a cop-out answer, but Ohtani, what is he going to do next? It seems like every time you feel like he's done, he's maxed out and he's peaked, he comes up with another way to wow you. At first it was the stolen bases when he came here, and then he pitched in the postseason for the first time. Now he's going to have the two-way duty for a full season for the first time as a Dodger, and I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, amazing. So thank you for your perspective. Appreciate it. It is starting to warm up out here, and the excitement is building. So thank you so much. We are getting ready. First pitch is at 5:30. Gates open at 2:30. And again, this is more than just opening day. This is a full-on celebration, celebrating the boys in blue. For now, live. We'll send it back to you.
Can't wait. And you're looking good in blue, Mario. How many Dodger dogs have you had?
Thank you. I've 2, and I'm planning on having one more. That's my limit, 3 usually. So
You've had 2 by 9 a.m.? That's impressive. Okay. All right.
Breakfast of champions.
That's right.
Enjoy. All right, and you've been showing us your Dodger blue this morning. Look at all of these photos submitted to us. Can't wait to see everybody out there wearing blue. Hey, why is there a little red there on that one? All right, but look at this family from Riverside. This is submitted from Eddie. How nice. All right, and of course, can't forget about the white and blue, right?
That's right. So use the QR code on your screen to send us those pictures. We have you covered for opening day. We have coverage throughout the morning on Fox 11 and the Fox local app. I love that. That's a good one. That's a good one. So we'll be streaming special Dodgers content starting at 12:30 p.m. today.
That's right. Sports Director Kyle Kraska will join us live in just about 30 minutes to talk about the players that have been added to the roster this season and more on the three-peat aspirations. So we'll have crews at watch parties across the area as well. So stick with us all day long.
All right. Some news here now to the latest on the Middle East. An Iranian naval commander has been killed, and U.S. Central Command has posted the commander was killed during an airstrike, but gave no other details. 2 people reportedly killed and 3 wounded by falling shrapnel from a missile interception overhaul in the UAE, excuse me. Oil industry experts saying that Iran is implementing the de facto toll booth regime. Some ships are paying to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. A strike group has actually anchored by the USS Tripoli drawing closer to the Mideast with some 2,500 Marines. Also, at least 1,000 paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne have been ordered to this region. Despite this, though, President Trump says that peace talks are still happening.
And they are negotiating, by the way, and they want to make a deal so badly, but they're afraid to say it because they figure they'll be killed by their own people.
This is not just any military engagement. It has created the biggest oil shock in history, more than the 1970 oil shocks combined.
A new Fox News poll showing among registered voters that 58% oppose this conflict, with a sharp divide among Republicans and Democrats. At the same time, though, voters give high marks to the U.S. military, with 58% saying the performance in Iran has been excellent or good.
Today, a key vote could reshape commuting in Los Angeles. The LA County Metro Board is set to decide on a northern extension of the K line. The nearly 10-mile subway would link Crenshaw to Hollywood, adding 9 stations and connecting riders to hubs like Cedars-Sinai Medical Center and West Hollywood. But the price tag is steep for this, up to $15 billion. And some of that funding would have to come from West Hollywood, where some residents oppose tunneling under historic homes. Mayor Karen Bass serves as a Metro Board member, and she is expected to speak out today in support of the project.
9:10 still to come after the break. Amanda will be joined with JoJo on the radio from Kiss FM.
And they're revealing some big music news in the K-pop world. The best new artist for iHeartRadio Music Awards. But first, a check on traffic.
Your Good Day LA traffic is brought to you by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. It's been a pretty busy morning across the roads today. Disabled vehicle at 60 eastbound freeway. This is at Euclid Avenue, so we do have minimal delays getting around that area. An accident on the 22 West at Magnolia Street. Not moving too bad, but there is some stop and go traffic moving through the area. The 10 West between the 5 to the 405, 35-minute drive time. The 110 northbound between the 405 to the 10, 23-minute drive time. And last but not least, the 60 West between the 57 to the 5, 36-minute drive time for you. And here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DTLA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
Welcome back to Good Day LA. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Now, we are just hours away from the iHeartRadio Awards hosted by Ludacris. And lucky you.
Ooh.
Lucky you for watching, too, because I'm announcing one of the big winners with special guest JoJo Wright. JoJo and
What's
Amanda
happening?
reunited. I mean, listen, we do this almost every year, but we go way back.
Tell the story. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to tell the story because I always do when you're here. When I got my first job at the OC Register in 2008, you were one of my first interviews. We were looking for the best Battle of the Bands, right? At the high school, we were going to all the different high schools in Orange County. We went to, it was a Cypress school, and Metro Train was performing there.
Yeah, I used to bring a lot of groups to schools back in the day, and that's one of them. And I met you there, and it was I recall like a fun, great interview. But you know, it happened, and then it kind of like went away. And all right, that was fun.
Yeah.
Didn't think, you know, years later, all of a sudden, you are just killing it.
Well,
you know?
thank you.
So
Vice versa.
I kind of take, you know, pride and like I gave you her start, but I didn't. You know.
I love being reunited with you. It's always nice to have a familiar face in this studio. Tell me about tonight. It's a big night.
Okay, tonight we have our iHeartRadio Music Awards, and I'm bringing my daughter Sophie. She's so excited. She got a dress, the whole bit. She's good to go.
Love it.
I guess the thing that I'm curious about, and this was a late announcement, Taylor is coming to make a special appearance, to do something.
big.
I wish I had inside info.
I was trying to pick your brain.
I don't know what she's going to do. You're convinced that she's going to drop some sort of an Easter egg in whatever she's doing.
With Taylor, it's one of two things in my humble. It's either she is coming to give an award to a friend.
Right.
You know, so she will present either like a Miley or somebody an award because it's coming from her would mean so much. Or she's going to be on that stage and drop some kind of announcement.
Now, you think everything not everything, but quite often she'll drop some sort of cryptic, like, this seems like this, but it really means that. Like I was convinced she was going to do the Super Bowl last year, but you know, because of all the little clues, I'm like, oh, I was trying to read into it. I can't. I don't have my Taylor like radar down like some fans do, but it's fascinating. But Taylor's doing something. I don't know.
She's doing something. Well, she's going to be there.
She's going to be there. Yeah,
that's good enough.
Miley's getting a huge award, and you guys know that it's perfect timing because I guess that's how we time things out good.
Anniversary.
The Hannah Montana 20th. I was just I was just at her. The Hannah Montana thing the other, and bumped into her for a quick second. She's so sweet, and I'm so proud of her. 20th anniversary. So, you know,
it's a big night.
It's a big. Miley's going to be there. Ludacris hosting.
I can't wait. But you know what? If you can't wait for some of the awards, we are going to do you a solid because look what we have on this desk right here.
Pick that up. It's crazy.
It's very
heavy.
Right? Okay, JoJo.
Right.
It is our moment. It is our time. We have the official award for Best New K-Pop Artist of the Year. Take it away.
What is up, everybody? This is Cordis. And guess what? It's truly a huge honor to win the Best New Artist in K-Pop tonight. Let's clap it up. That's what I'm talking about. We're incredibly proud and truly grateful to our team and everybody that is associated with us, to everybody. And it means a lot to receive this recognition, and it's something that we'll never, ever, ever forget.
So, for our fans core, thank you for supporting our music from the very beginning, and we hope we can keep coloring outside the lines together.
Start.
We also want to thank everyone at iHeartRadio for supporting our music and recognizing us.
Yeah.
We're a little sad and sorry that we can't be there and celebrating there with everyone, but we're sending all the love and appreciation from here.
So. Yes, and we have so much more coming soon, and we can't wait to share with you. So please keep listening to our music and stay tuned for our music. Thank you.
Stay tuned.
May 4th. Green.
Yeah. Stay tuned for Green.
Whoa. Okay. Congratulations, Cordis. I know you're a fan.
I'm a huge. This group, Cordis, if you follow the K-pop space, they are absolutely exploding. They're with the same company that has TXT. This company has 3 guy groups.
Ooh, Power of 3.
TXT, Tomorrow by Together, just did a couple of dates at BMO a couple of months back. You know, Cordis and BTS, so they know what they're doing. And Cordis is, I mean, they have exploded quicker than any group I've seen in recent memory. And so if you're in that world, you know, if you don't, look out for Cordis because they just got
this.
This thing, God.
You're going to bring it to them, right?
You know what? I do. What I'm hoping to do, I have the guys coming in probably in about a week or so, and I'm hoping to surprise them with these if we can get all the trophies together in time. So, but huge congrats to Cordis, and tonight is going to be massive. Congrats to Miley.
Alex Warren's going to be performing.
He's performing.
Nothing ordinary about him.
Yeah, no. I'll have Alex on the radio show on Kiss FM today about 4 o'clock. So look out for that leading up to the show.
Nice.
Another artist I'm looking forward to her performing. And and this is not even hype, this is from the heart. I cannot wait to see Ray perform.
Me too.
She is so, I mean, I'm such a fanboy. She is so good.
She's good, and she was big at the Grammys.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
This past year.
I mean, if you see, watch out for Ray's performance. I'm not sure where it falls in the show. I don't have the lineup of the show, but man, don't miss Ray. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm sitting here with you.
Lainey Wilson, Ray. JoJo will be there tonight.
I'll be there somewhere, you know. It's going to be a phenomenal show. And, you know, we pride ourselves on being, you know, this is what we do all year. iHeartRadio, Kiss FM. We're just with artists year round. So, you know, this is what we do, and it kind of comes to a head today.
I love it.
So I hope you guys check it out.
We will.
Fox.
And we'll talk about it tomorrow. And we love that you stopped by today. Thank you so much. JoJo on the radio. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do not miss the iHeartRadio Music Awards right here on Fox, starting at 8 p.m. from the Dolby Theater in L.A. And the event will also be heard on iHeartRadio stations nationwide and on the iHeartRadio app. We will be right back. Show off your cool nails, man. Those are nice.
Boom.
Yeah. Love it. Did you get a gel?
These are gels.
Yeah,
These are gels.
I can tell.
Look at this. Yeah.
Welcome back. All right, so last hour we asked you, do you think the Dodgers will three-peat? Here are the results. 80% of you very confident. I love it. Yes. chase for history.
That's right.
That's right.
Got to manifest it.
Not worth saying anything other than that, right? We're going to do it. 80% of you have the confidence.
That's right.
Ready to go.
We've got to make sure it happens. Let's go. Three-peat all the way. I mean, 2 is not enough. Right, Star?
No.
It is not enough. We need 3.
Oh, we do. And, I have a feeling that they're going to bring it. They are going to bring it. We're going to claim it for them right now, right? We are all in our Dodger blue, and rightfully so. Our boys are getting out there today. So much good luck to them. Your Good Day LA weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. We are under that influence of high pressure and our jet stream all the way to the north of us, keeping all of that very active weather away from us down here in the Southern California area. So we started off this morning with a lot more of that marine layer, and as we do draw closer to the back half of our morning, we are seeing that energy burn off, still left behind with some haze. As we push into the early parts of our afternoon, yes, we'll have some clouds still hanging around as well, but most of us still under that sunshine. And then we re-arrive at more patchy, foggy conditions as we push into our late night, overnight hours, which means by the time we're waking up tomorrow morning, we'll be dealing with that once again. Our high pressure system is weakening. It's moving off to the east of us. So as we glide into next week, we will be under the influence of another system. This system is bringing in some cooler air. In fact, just about the coolest that we've seen in the last month or so. Not just cool air, we are talking rain moving in as well. Our models are wanting to push this rain towards the middle and ending of next week. So not a problem there. We do have a lot of rain. In fact, we are in a surplus across the area, more than 5.5 inches so far for the water here. Now back to you.
All right, Star, thank you. And don't forget, tonight it is going down between the Anaheim Ducks and the Calgary Flames. The game is at 6 p.m. on Fox 11 Plus KCOP, where we will televise all Ducks games throughout the season. We'll be right back.
Welcome to 9:30 on this Thursday morning. I'm Roxy Carapadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines. Dodger Stadium may be empty right now, but the stands will soon be filled with roaring fans cheering on the Dodgers. We've got opening day team coverage with analysis from sports director Kyle Kraska and Mario Ramirez out in the field for a look at all the action this morning.
We're going to get to all that in a moment. Plus, an LA jury holds Meta and YouTube responsible for social media addiction. What that could mean for big tech.
And women seeking hormone therapy are facing a shortage of estrogen patches. Jen will join us to explain what's behind this problem. But first, a check on weather.
Well, ladies, we do have some of that fog still sticking around a little bit longer. But as we do push into this afternoon across the LA area, including the Dodger Stadium, Elysian Park, we are going to see a beautiful warm up. Our highs today expected to make it into the low 80s. So let's go ahead and get to our conditions around that first pitch. Due to happen at 5:30 p.m. today. So you'll note that between that 4 and 5 o'clock hour, temperatures will still be in the upper 70s as we make our way through that later hour today. So before the game comes to an end, our temperatures will go ahead and slide back down into the 60s. So again, maybe not needing those layers or sweaters or maybe a light coat or something like that to start that game. But by the time you're leaving that park, maybe not a bad idea to have one on you. Outside of Elysian Park, we are going to have some gorgeous conditions across the Southern California area. Diamond Bar, you're shooting for the upper 80s. In fact, the further east you go across the Inland Empire, but also up to the north of LA. So the San Fernando Valley, we are expecting to see our temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. And of course, that coastline going to see temperatures in the 70s. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Star. There you see Star in her blue, as are we. It is Dodger Fans Day that they've been waiting for, right? Looking forward to this for months now, the two-time defending champs. Will they do it again? Yes, they will. 2026 season opener happening today.
We're looking for a three-peat, and Mario Ramirez is live at Dodger Stadium with all of what those fans can expect out there.
Yeah, Sandra, Roxy, this is something Major League Baseball hasn't seen since, 2000. The Yankees winning 3 World Series championships, and the Dodgers are starting their season today here at home, hoping to do the same. Now, take a look. The grounds crew out there, they are preparing for one of the most important days of the season, and it all starts right here in a matter of hours. So take a look. The Dodgers, they're looking for their first three-peat World Series. The boys in blue finished spring training on Tuesday with Shohei Ohtani taking the mound against the Angels. He struck out 11 of the first 15 batters he faced. And the Dodgers, they did, however, lose 3-0. Ohtani expected to impact the game both at the plate and the mound along stars like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and new addition Kyle Tucker, adding even more power to the lineup. So let's show you what opening day here at Dodger Stadium is going to look like when it comes to the celebrations. Fans, they'll see a national anthem performance by Keith Williams Jr., a military flyover, and the World Series flag will be raised in center field. The team also planning to unveil its 2025 championship emblem, and Lakers legend Earvin Magic Johnson will throw out the first ceremonial pitch. And let's also break down the timing of this all. Gates open here at 2:30. Pre-game ceremonies start at 4:45, and the first pitch from Yoshinobu Yamamoto set for 5:30. Fans are encouraged to arrive early, and you know who will be early. Back out here live, the LA Dodger Dog. Let's go. How are you feeling, super fan?
I am so hyped. I'm ready for this day to begin. I'm already going to sit in my seat right after this interview.
All right, you've been dressing up as the LA Dodger Dog for quite a while, since 2017. Show me the outfit. Tell me what you've got on.
Yeah. We got the championship jersey right here, the LA Dodger Dog on the back, number 5, because I was born May 5th. We got the swag over here by Trophy Smack. They're my swag sponsor. I got my rally towel. We're hyped. We're hyped. We're ready, guys. We're ready.
All right, you've been to more than 1,000 games. How many Dodger Dogs would you say you've had?
Oh, man. I'm going to say it's been one every 3 games, so a ton. A ton.
So hundreds. Okay, so we've got some here. You were telling me you like yours just ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup, mustard, yeah. We don't put relish because we hope to relish the moment.
Oh, so I messed up there. I put some relish, but
it's okay. It's okay.
And I've got onions now. So Roxy and Sandra, we're going to send it back to you, but we are getting ready for multiple Dodger Dogs and a great game. So cheers to you.
Let's go.
Hang on. Wait, we need clarification. 1 every 3 games or 3 every game?
1 every 3 games or 3 every 1 game?
Why not? Why not?
If you can handle it, go for it.
Absolutely. Do the 999 challenge.
There's so many other options there, too, if you're at Dodger Stadium.
That's
the
true.
food, the menu, I'd just go for the
nachos.
food. There's
the
so,
drinks.
yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, enjoy.
Dodgers.
Let's go.
Let's go, Dodgers.
All right, thank you. Enjoy that Dodger dog. All right, the quest for the three-peat is on.
Yeah, nothing more exciting than opening day. Obviously, Kyle Kraska here with us this morning to talk about it. Do you think?
You can't go to a Dodger game without eating a Dodger dog.
Right, it's a rule,
So
right?
you can't have 1 every 3 games. You have at least 1 every game.
Every game.
That's very simple.
I was confused by that, too.
The math is simple.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
The season. Do you think expectations are just so high given the fact that...
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, of
right?
course.
It
Yes.
just feels so different.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's funny because the World Series ended 145 days ago. This has been a very short off-season because the World Series ended on November 1st.
Yeah.
So this has come back around very, very quickly. Yep. And this entire off-season, all the eyes have been on the Dodgers because the Dodgers, and you're seeing the end of the World Series, that was November 1st.
good.
That's it. That's the final play.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is an interesting note here. You see Yoshinobu Yamamoto being swarmed by his teammates. He'll be the 5th pitcher in the last 50 years to throw the final pitch of the World Series and then throw the first pitch of the following season for his team.
Love it.
So a little historical perspective there. But yeah, as I was saying, all the eyes have been on the Dodgers this offseason, not only because they've won 2 in a row now and going for that historic three-peat. Only 2 franchises in the history of baseball have won at least 3 in a row. The Yankees and also the Oakland A's did it back in the 70s, long before both of you were born. But then the Dodgers go into the offseason and they reload and they go out and get the very best free agents again, right? They go out and get Kyle Tucker from the Cubs. They get Edwin Diaz, one of the best closers in baseball, from the New York Mets. And so everybody's crying foul and saying, oh, this team, they're too good. They're going to win again. They're spending all the money. But here we go, and it's opening day tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and this is historic. We are going to hopefully witness history with the Dodgers winning 3 in a row.
The fact that they have a loaded roster, right?
Loaded.
And have so much money to spend on these guys and bring these athletes here with the dynasty and the legacy behind the Dodgers name and the franchise. I got to worry about also the health of these guys because you think about injuries that we've played through and talked about before. How are they looking?
Well, you know, an interesting point you bring up. The fact that they are so loaded and so stacked and so deep. They have so many pitchers, for example, that they have the luxury of guys taking a day off or starting the season on the injured list. If they're not feeling 100%, hey, relax. We got plenty of other guys. For example, Blake Snell, who pitched in the World Series last year, he just felt like his arm was kind of dead when the spring training began, so he just kind of backed off. So Blake Snell is going to start the season on the injured list. He's going to take his time, and when Blake Snell is ready, whether that's in May or June or whenever, he will rejoin the club. And the Dodgers won't really suffer that much because they have so many other players. So they have a luxury that very few other teams in baseball have, and that is to, hey, you're not feeling perfect, relax. We got you.
That is a luxury. I like that. Okay, so is there any like under the radar player to keep an eye on this season?
Yeah, I think, you know, every year new players emerge and you try to see who's going to be the emerging star this year. And as you mentioned, the Dodgers have so much great talent, but a lot of these guys are in their 30s now, and you know, that's not very old in normal years. But in baseball years, when you're 33, 34, 35, like Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Max Muncy and all of these people, you got to start looking at the young guys. Alex Freeland is a great example of that. You know, he made the squad this year, even though he had kind of a rough spring training, and they expect him to fill in a lot of the gaps, and they expect him to be a star one day, and he's a switch hitter, and he's just someone you should probably keep your eye on. And there's plenty of others as well. But
I know.
we could talk all day. I'm being told, Kyle, that's it. We have no more time for you. Get off that set.
You know what? We're preserving you because you and Sandra are going to be streaming coming up this afternoon.
Very excited about that.
Right. So we got
all day.
We got to preserve.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to sit right here.
Go for it.
I'm just going to linger. I'm not going to bother you, but I'm just going to be right here if you need me.
Okay, well, we're going to use you at 10 o'clock anyway, so just hang out. We're good. All right, so Dodger fans in the South Bay are gathering with their lowriders to get hyped for opening day.
We're talking with Andrew Noriega in Redondo Beach in front of that famous mural there. Hey there, I know Harbor City representing, right? Look at all that blue.
Good morning, Harbor. Oh, no, that's Harbor area.
Harbor area, that's right.
Harbor City and Wilmington, San Pedro, Carson, Long Beach, the whole area right there. Yeah, no, Harbor area. We're all from the Harbor area right there, near the ports where we work at.
Look at all those cars. Let's see them. And I know you got your crew out there representing big time for opening day. You're going to head to the stadium later on. Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to this. We're all out here to eat breakfast and pregame before the game right now. But we're trying to run the good luck from last year and start the year off on a good note.
Look at that. That's right. And what are you looking forward to seeing this season?
Right, that's what I'm talking about. You know, we got a pretty good chance of doing what we did last year. We have a pretty good chance of, as long as everybody stays healthy, of having a good season. You know, we're looking pretty good to start. So I'm excited to see what this year's season brings for us. Hey, man, it was so crazy and spectacular last season. We're still barely getting over that. To start all over again, man, amazing,
I love the
amazing.
backdrop. Obviously, that mural is just so iconic at this point, right? So beautiful.
Good morning. Yes, it is. Great morning.
And Andrew, tell us all about the car culture, the Dodgers culture that we have here in LA, definitely representing with those classic cars we're looking at. I know you've invested a lot in this, and it's it's all about bringing the community together, right?
Well, all of us come, well, that's like I'm saying, we all come from all different parts of town. We're all co-workers where we work at. So all of us collectively, you know, we all are lowrider enthusiasts. All my friends got beautiful cars right here. I actually bought a car off of my friend, not here today, but it'll be here next year. And, not next time. But all my guys put a lot of work into their cars. They all like to ride. They're all part of different car clubs, though. But we all work together. So part of different car clubs, and we all, but like, as co-workers, we all ride together. But we're all Dodger fans first. That's what it is. We're all Dodger fans. Yep. We're not anybody in particular as far as a car club. But we know as co-workers together, we all love these cars. We all, like to go out, and we're just, a little good luck breakfast before the Dodgers game. Just let's get the season started off right.
And you love the Dodgers, that's for sure. We really appreciate you, Andrew, sending us shirts last time around that said "Beat Toronto." All of us got them, so thank you for that.
Well, Bobby D has said he's questioning that now, so I'm not too sure. I want to make sure those didn't get ransomed.
Questioning what?
Maybe they're on eBay right now. Somebody make it. No problem. Well, I want to make sure we're able to do the same thing this year when we get to that point.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We look forward to it. I've got my T-shirt.
That's right.
I definitely do. So does
absolutely.
Good
morning, ladies. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Drew. Thank you.
So you saw the Dodger blue out there. Let's show you some of the Dodger blue you've been sending to us. These are some of your photos. You can, by the way, continue to send us the pics. You see that QR code there on the screen. Scan it, send it. We want to show it all off. Looking good. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice
blue
one.
Blue looks good on everyone.
The family all together.
All right, and a little bling too. All right, we do have to get to other top stories this morning. So for women in perimenopause, there's a nationwide shortage in estrogen patches prescribed in hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah, Jen joining us now with the growing concern. We were talking about this earlier this week.
Yes.
It's a big topic.
Well, yeah, it is. So I am in perimenopause, right? And I went shopping for estrogen patch. Estradiol is the name of the brand. And I couldn't, my pharmacy didn't have it. And I wanted to know why. So we kind of dove deeper into this. And as we reported in the early 2000s, the Food and Drug Administration put a black box warning on estrogen products because a study showed increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, even cancer. Well, last year, that warning, that black box warning, was lifted because of the safety of these new methods of delivering estrogen like the patches, which was a game changer, sure, for hormone replacement therapy. At the same time, though, it led to this huge spike in demand. So I talked to Dr. Kathleen Jordan with MIDI Health, and here's a little bit of our conversation.
What worries me is that we've seen shortages over the last several years in pockets of the country. They were shorter. They would tell patients, oh, you need to wait a few days, a few weeks. So we didn't have a lot of capacity built in the system. And then in the last 4 years, we've had about an 86% increase in utilization of hormone therapy. But that demand is only going up. I mean, MIDI grows every week. We are hiring more clinicians to meet the demand. So the demand continues to increase, and our capacity was really not great. So we're seeing more and more shortages this year. We are hopeful that manufacturing will increase to meet demand, but stories like this help get that word out.
What would you suggest if somebody's trying to get on hormone replacement therapy or the estrogen patch? What do you suggest they do if they can't find one at their pharmacy?
Well, they can work with their pharmacy to try and move prescriptions to find other places that have supplies. But as this shortage grows, that's becoming more and more difficult. So what we have our patients at MIDI do is work with us, and we try to find alternative formulations. So there's many formulations that contain estradiol. So oftentimes if you switch formulations, you can find something so that you get continued relief.
And if you can't find the patch that you're looking for, the worst thing you could possibly do is get off of hormone replacement therapy altogether, and to press pause on that, you have to keep going, so says OBGYN. So your best bet is, until these manufacturers are able to meet the demand, is yes, to shop around. So she suggests talking to a menopause specialist, because not all OBGYNs specialize in navigating this world, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. And that's what MIDI Health does, actually.
Yeah.
They're a service specifically for that as well.
And you have to talk to your healthcare provider. Not only is it estrogen, but also balancing that with testosterone, progesterone, because it all correlates, right?
That's right. That's right. If you have, an IUD, that can sometimes disseminate progesterone, so you won't need to add the extra layer. I also love that Kyle Krask is still here. Kyle, are you getting an education in all things perimenopause, or what?
I learned so much from the show, whether I'm here in person or at home watching on my couch.
You know what? We've talked about the fact that men actually do need to know what's going on as well.
That's exactly right.
Yes. So there you go.
And now you do, as he tries to disappear into the background.
No. It's important. We like that. Okay, so but the first things first, you got to go get a blood panel.
Yes,
and then that'll be the sign.
And that will be like a hormone panel that you can get. It tests your levels and just a baseline of where you are. But it can happen as early as your late 30s,
right?
Being in perimenopause.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Important stuff. Thank you.
Kyle, you will never ever in your life have to worry about this.
Yeah.
But I should know that.
Good morning and welcome back. We are giving you a live look outside. This camera view is sponsored by the Ontario International Airport. For people traveling out of Ontario, let's take a look at the weather right now. Now, we do have that cloud cover through the early parts of today, but as we get into this afternoon, you can't expect your temperatures to be in the 80s, and we'll keep in the 80s, the low 90s, at least until we get into this weekend. Now, I talked a lot about our weather changes arriving for us, and those arrive as soon as next week when we start to see those temperatures cooling down and trending cooler, because we do have a new system that is going to come through and possibly drop us below our averages, and then also bring in the chance for some wet weather. If you are going to be traveling out of the Ontario airport, here's a look at some of our destination spots. Denver, we're at 79 degrees out there, plenty of sunshine, a little warmer across the Houston, Texas area. If you're flying in, expect those partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid 80s. Down to Atlanta, under plenty of sunshine, low 80s, similar to what we'll get here across the LA area. And Chicago, you are dealing with some of that rain out there, and temperatures for you in the 70s. We are starting off this morning on the West Coast with some of our temperatures in the 70s, some clouds in place as well, but we will see a significant warm up as we move into our afternoon, and mostly through this weekend we will hold under the influence of our high pressure system currently sitting out to the east of us. Our weather change is happening as early as next week, and those changes include not just a cool down, but also the possibility of some rain chances making their way into the forecast. As far as rain goes today, not in the forecast for the downtown LA area. Temperatures are usually at that 71 degree mark for our afternoon highs. Today, we are bringing it up to 83 degrees. So most of the LA basin expected to see those temperatures ranging anywhere from 10 to about 15 degrees higher than their averages. Right now in the Santa Monica area, we are beginning to see some of that fog loosen up across the area, and by this afternoon, we will get some sunshine. Temperatures right now at 64 degrees, and we do have a nice variable wind moving at just 5 miles per hour. We're at 53 degrees up in Santa Clarita. Good morning over in Corona, 65. In Victorville, you're at 73 degrees. Back to you.
All right, Star, thank you. So last season, some Dodgers fans showed their love for the boys in blue by getting tattoos. And our Christina Gonzalez got one started with the letter D logo and said if they won the World Series, she would finish that tattoo.
Well, it is time. She's got to make good on that promise. Christine Devine has an update.
Some people will go the distance to show their love for our boys in blue. Christina, you're really doing it. You're really getting inked, aren't you? For real?
You know, yeah, we are. Don't ever question our commitment here at Fox 11 to the Dodgers.
Back in October, with the Dodgers down in the World Series, Christina Gonzalez made a promise. She got the D logo tattoo, proving her devotion to the Dodgers, getting inked. And she said if the Dodgers come back and won it all, she'd go all the way.
This is the D for Dodgers. It will become a full Dodgers if they win the entire series, but for now we'll start with the D.
At the time, it was part devotion, part dare, a live TV leap of faith, the season hanging in the balance.
And it's either going to be a D for Dodgers or for a very dumb idea.
But then the Dodgers did what champions do.
Smith hits a high fly ball to deep left field. It is gone!
They stormed back and won the World Series.
Bounces right up the middle. That's to the bag. Over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out.
Now, on opening day, Christina is making good on the bet.
If they win the entire thing, then we'll talk about the full Dodgers on it.
This isn't just about ink, it's about a moment every Dodger fan remembers. And one reporter who turned baseball, heartbreak, hope, and a win into something permanent.
This was my first. I have gone my entire life without a tattoo. Mostly because I didn't want to be committed to anything, so Dodgers, take that to heart.
Opening day, the promise becomes reality from one lonely letter in October to the full Dodgers. Now that the title is theirs. Go, Christina.
Oh boy, we're going to check in with her later this morning.
Hey, a promise is a promise.
That's
We're
right. See what she has to say. All right, some MLB stadiums are challenging fans to eat and drink for all 9 innings, and it is called the 999 Challenge. So if you haven't seen it on social media yet, the goal is to consume 9 hot dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings. 6 stadiums are helping fans out by offering things like 9 flight-sized beers and 9 mini hot dogs. Dodger Stadium is not one of those stadiums, though, so no word on the price. If you want to try it out, you'll have to go to a home game for the Mets, Phillies, Rockies, Astros, Royals, or Giants. And if you partake, make sure you have a safe designated driver to take you home.
What do you think, Kyle? Could you do it?
That's a lot. I know.
They're like mini, though. They're like...
And expensive, by the way. Have you bought a beer at a ball game recently?
That's true.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So you get the little ones, little tiny shot beers? See, that makes sense.
Maybe
doable.
you could do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to come back with the 10 o'clock, and Kyle's going to be here, too. So, you know, we'll see you.
Talk Dodgers. Let's go.
All blue. Good morning and happy Thursday. It is 10 a.m. and here's some of the stories we're covering for you this morning.
It is officially opening day. The boys in blue getting ready to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and we're live at Dodger Stadium this morning. The grounds crew getting things ready. A live preview of what fans can expect coming up.
And in the San Fernando Valley, it was a busy night for both police and burglars, the smash and grab kind.
For anyone heading out to the game opener, I do have a forecast for you. It is going to include plenty of sunshine and, yes, some temperatures in the 70s. I'll have those details coming up.
Sounds good. Speaking of the game, it is time for Dodger baseball. The two-time defending World Series champs open the season at Chavez Ravine later today.
And Mario Ramirez is standing by at Dodger Stadium with more on the hype leading up to the first pitch. I see all the activity behind you.
Yeah, we could feel the excitement building here at Dodger Stadium. We've been out here since 4 o'clock this morning. It was a little chilly. Things are definitely starting to warm up. And take a look, as you mentioned, Sandra, it is busy out here because things have to be pristine for one of the most important games of the season. And it all starts right here later today. First pitch going out at 5:30. So let's bring you back to spring training. Just earlier this week on Tuesday, the Dodgers looking for their first three-peat World Series this season, and Shohei Ohtani taking to the mound against the Angels during spring training. He struck out 11 of the first 15 batters he faced. Dodgers, however, lose 3-0. And opening day, it's more than just a baseball game here. It is going to be a full celebration. So this is what the pregame ceremonies will look like. Fans will see a national anthem performance by Keith Williams Jr. There's a military flyover that'll follow, and the World Series flag will be raised in center field. The team also unveiling its 2025 championship emblem, and Lakers legend Irvin Magic Johnson will throw out that first ceremonial pitch. Gates open at 2:30, and those pregame ceremonies start at 4:45. So get in your seats early. I have Janet Marie Smith joining me now. She is the VP of Planning and Development for the Dodgers. How are you feeling? Thanks for joining me.
I'm so excited for this season. It's fantastic. Add to your list these supersized World Series trophies, one from 24 and 125 that are sitting out in the plaza. Go have your photo made. Come in center field.
Yeah, we were just looking at those out in center field and center field plaza. There's a lot that's going to be happening. What can fans look forward to? Are there any little pop-up surprises throughout the stadium or anything?
Well, as you know, it's a party all the time in the center field plaza. And in addition to the two World Series trophies, there's a Fernando bobblehead to greet you. He's now joined Tommy, so it's all good. And then one of the things we're most excited about is on the reserve level, where we've got 20,000 fans. We've got new team store, new concessions with freshly cooked burgers, freshly cooked chicken. We have a new first aid station up there, too. I hope you don't need that, but we do have one, along with a new nursing room for moms and an adult changing room. So we're just constantly trying to make certain that Dodger Stadium is brought into sort of keeping with all of its peers in the major leagues, and we always like to be ahead, not behind.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the third oldest stadium in Major League Baseball, 1962. You guys do an amazing job at keeping it looking brand new.
Well, we try really hard. I think this has just been a priority for our ownership, is to make certain that when our fans come here, they feel welcome, they feel they can bring their family, that it's an enjoyable experience no matter the outcome of the game. We are looking for another championship, but we want you to have fun.
Thank you. Let's go Dodgers, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go Dodgers.
Now, there's a reason why they call it Blue Heaven on Earth. Lots of excitement here at Dodger Stadium. For now, live, we'll send it back to you, Sandra.
Oh, can't wait. I feel the excitement already, too. And we're still hours and hours away. But, hey, it's all about the Dodgers today.
That's
Boys
right.
in blue.
Get
all right.
your blue.
That's right, Mario. Thank you. And Dodgers fans are looking to go to the game, should be prepared for a sticker shock. No shocker here, though. Tickets for today's opener against the Arizona Diamondbacks is breaking records, going for an average price of $392 in a seat in the resale market. That makes it the most expensive home opener ever recorded in the MLB. That's according to TickPick. It's also the most expensive price ever for a regular season game played at an MLB ballpark. On Friday, there'll be another pregame ceremony where members of last year's team will be awarded their World Series rings. So don't worry, we do have you covered for opening day with continuing coverage right here on Fox 11 and the Fox Local app. We'll be streaming special Dodgers content starting at 12:30. Sports Director Kyle Kraska will join us live in just a few minutes. He's right here next to us. He's going to talk about the changes the team has made off season. He has his bobblehead. He is ready to go. We also have crews at watch parties all across Southern California, and make sure you share your photos at foxla.com inside Dodgers Top Story.
More on Kyle and the bobblehead to come. First, though, new this morning, a major policy shift for the Olympic Games. The International Olympic Committee has officially announced transgender women will be banned from competing in women's categories starting with the 2028 Los Angeles Games. The new rules limit women's event to biological females, and the status will be verified by a one-time genetic screening. The committee says the move is necessary to protect fairness and integrity. The full breakdown is on FoxLA.com.
And breaking news overnight in Porter Ranch. Police responding to a break-in at the home of King Combs, the son of Sean Diddy Combs. Security cameras captured 2 suspects outside the home on Churchill Lane. One of them smashed a rear sliding door, but they took off without taking anything. Combs lives at home with his girlfriend, Raven Tracy, but it is not believed that they were home at the time of the break-in. And Sherman Oaks has been hit by a series of smash and grabs.
Yeah, so far this morning, no suspects have been arrested. Let's go to Gigi live in Sherman Oaks with the details. It seems like these guys knew what they were doing and what they were looking for, Gigi.
That's right, and right now the working theory is the smash and grab burglars that hit this trading card store here in Sherman Oaks, Toy Mandala, 2 times this week. Well, it was probably the same crew that returned for more. Take a look.
Hey, 1 more minute.
1 more minute. That's all the burglars needed to steal a safe, this time from Toy Mandala. They hit again at 4 o'clock this morning using power tools to cut through a metal fence and then break in through the back door. And it appears they knew exactly where to go because this time they didn't steal anything from the actual store, just the back office. Now, I mentioned this is the second time they were hit this week because on Tuesday, the burglars struck again. Again, using power tools, the suspects broke into the trading card store and in a matter of minutes took off with tens of thousands of dollars in expensive trading cards like Pokemon, while leaving behind thousands of dollars more in damage. Between everything that was stolen and the damage done, the small family-owned business was hit hard, and that has the owner rethinking if he should even stay in business.
I really question myself if I want to stay open. And how am I going to stay open? How do I keep the doors open? How do I put product on the shelf? Is it worth it?
So Pokemon cards are a hot commodity to own, to trade, and obviously to steal?
Absolutely, yes.
Now, to give you an idea how much a trading card can actually be worth, last month, Logan Paul, the social media influencer and WWE wrestler, sold his PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator card for $16.5 million. That set the record for the most expensive trading card ever sold at auction. And back to those smash and grab burglars, this wasn't the only incident in Sherman Oaks. Last night at the Westfield Shopping Center on Riverside Drive, Macy's was also hit. The video shared on the Citizen app. The store was crowded with shoppers and families, including children, when suddenly what sounded like gunfire sent everyone running in a panic. Turns out what they heard was the sound of smashing glass. 2 suspects, possibly even 3, destroying the jewelry display cases and taking everything they could carry, getting away in a Lexus before police arrived, which was in just a matter of minutes. Now, bringing it back here live, law enforcement sources tell me these criminal crews, they're pretty well organized, and they specifically target smaller businesses like Toy Mandala behind me. And by the way, they don't deal in multi-million-dollar trading cards here, but the hit still is very significant. If you have any information, if you saw anything out of the ordinary, whether it was at Macy's last night or here in Sherman Oaks at Toy Mandala, please call the LAPD's Van Nuys station. Their detectives are working both cases. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
All right, Gigi, I hope someone comes forward and says something if they know any information there.
All right, on to this now. A Moore Park woman has died after being bitten by a rattlesnake. It's the second death from a rattlesnake bite this month in Southern California. 46-year-old Gabriela Bautista was bitten in Wildwood Park hiking trail in Ventura County March 14th, and paramedics treated her on scene and airlifted her to the hospital. But she died later March 19th. There were 2 other recent Ventura County rattlesnake bites as well, one in Thousand Oaks and one in the Ojai Valley. On March 4th, a man died in Orange County Hospital from a rattlesnake bite he sustained almost a month earlier on Quail Hill in Irvine. Officials say record-breaking heat is driving rattlesnakes onto trails earlier than usual. They are urging hikers to stay alert, to wear protective clothing, and to stick to marked paths.
Yeah, all things to think about, including if you wear earbuds, you know, you might not be hearing that sound.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and it's so important to protect yourself while you're out there, but also know the elements that you're going into. So, for instance, if you are going to be out there hiking, pay attention to the fact that when it is a little bit more heated, we are going to see these animals just making their way around their homes, right? So just protect yourself and our wildlife. We do have some of that haze still holding on into our 10 o'clock hour. Things will start to turn around a little shortly after this hour for some of the areas still left behind with that marine layer. Now, as we do push into a little bit later today at the Dodger Stadium, wanting to bring up some of our temperatures for you for that first pitch. So our highs today across the LA area are expected to reach the lower 80s. Our first pitch happening at 5:30 today at the Dodger Stadium. So right around that hour, our temperatures are expected to be in the upper 70s. Still plenty of sunshine out there, and by the time we push into our later evening hours, that game beginning to wrap up, temperatures will have dropped down into the 60s. So again, a light sweater or maybe a light coat if you are going to be out there late night at that ballpark. Our temperatures today along the coast going for the 70s with, yes, some sunshine in place. This is going to be one of those areas where, because we have that marine layer, temperatures are going to be kept at bay. Our inland Orange County, Los Angeles area, temperatures going in the lower 80s, and of course our valleys in the Inland Empire will see temperatures very similar to what we had yesterday, which will land in the upper 80s to low 90s. Our mountains, it's going to be nice out there, lower in the 70s in comparison to what we'll see across our high deserts in the upper 80s, and then it is going to be a little hot out across our low deserts with those temperatures coming in the upper 90s. We do have some cooler weather on the way. I'll be talking about that in your full 7-day forecast coming up. For now, ladies, back to you.
All right, Star, thank you. Ex-Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores returned to a New York City federal court today.
Caroline Elliott is at the courthouse with the very latest. Caroline, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra, Roxia. Now, this is shaping up to be one of the biggest, most high-profile cases in the country right now, and there's a lot to break down as we just got out of court here in the last 20 minutes. Now, the biggest takeaway from today is that the judge said he will not throw out this case, and that's substantial because before today, we know that his legal team was trying to get this case tossed out any way possible. We know one of those cases, again, one of those arguments, we should say, is that he said this was an unconstitutional because basically the U.S. was blocking Venezuela from paying those legal fees. We do know that the judge got to that today. He was pretty skeptical of that reason, basically saying that the U.S. doesn't really have a reason to block those legal fees, even though they were saying there were some issues, some concerns with national security. The judge didn't really seem to buy that argument. No decision was made on that today, but we are expecting that to clear up in the next few days or so. We will also note that, again, Nicolas Maduro and his wife were in court today. This is his second court appearance here. And he got there. He was wearing a tan prison jumpsuit. He was wearing headphones as well. And basically just to translate that into English so he could understand. So again, shaping up to be one of the biggest trials in the country right now. So we'll see where it goes from here, guys.
And speaking of one of the biggest trials, obviously garnering a lot of attention internationally as well. Tell us about the scene outside the courthouse. There's so much activity going on as we saw in previous court appearances. What is it like today?
Yeah, well, we mentioned this is a case that is getting a lot of attention. And outside the courthouse today, we really saw just how much the court of public opinion is split on this issue. We saw protesters out here that were demanding for the U.S. to release him from custody, but also other protesters out here that were basically saying they don't feel that the U.S. again should have him in custody. Others saying that they just simply do not agree. So again, a lot of different opinions out here, but we'll have to see how this plays out, guys.
Yeah, Caroline, thank you so much. Appreciate you being out there and bringing us the very latest. Talk to you later. 10:15, our sports director, Kyle Kraska, joining us next. We're going to talk about how the Dodgers are positioned for a chance at that three-peat.
And we're also going to relive that glorious March moment. The World Series title was secured with that play right there. It was a heart-pounding nail-biter and one for the record book.
Your Good Daily Traffic is brought to you by My Home Sold. A quick accident to touch on this morning. This is going to be an accident on the 57 southbound. This is at Toner Boulevard. Outside of that, a quick check on our live cameras at the North 101 freeway. This is at Balboa Boulevard, moving through the San Fernando Valley. Pretty quiet out there. And of course, let's check in on that real-time traffic. 10 west between the 5 to the 405, about a 30-minute commute time for you. And if you're traveling the 60 west between the 57 to the 5, just about a half an hour drive time for you as well. Here's a look at some of your other traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. Sell your house the easy way with no commissions, no fees, no repairs. For free, no obligation cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
Welcome back. It's been only 4 months since the Dodgers claimed back-to-back World Series titles, and now opening day is already here.
As the new season begins, let's take you back to Game 7 win against the Toronto Blue Jays.
It's time for Game 7 from Toronto. Football deep center. Edmonds going back. The ball is going long. 3-run home run. Ball the 1-1 from his Sanders. Muncy hits a high drive to deep right field. Headed for the pole and gone. Max Muncy brings the Dodgers back to within 1. Drilled to left field and deep. And gone! No way! Miguel Rojas! Smith hits a high fly ball to deep left field. It is gone! It's Will Smith in Game 7! Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bounces right up the middle. Bats to the back. Over to first. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles. For the first time in 25 years, we have a repeat champion in baseball. The Los Angeles Dodgers, World Series champions.
You know, can't get enough of that, right? Can see that over and over again. It's so good. Kyle Kraska, our sports director, with us right now, along with his friend.
Yes, this is my friend Clayton Kershaw.
Oh my gosh, with the 2 trophies.
Okay.
How is he going to carry 3, right?
Camera right in front of me.
Yeah, where are we going to put the third?
The third trophy.
Well, remember, Clayton actually has a third because 2020, the COVID year, they won it as well. So the Dodgers have been dominant since 2020, right? They're a juggernaut, ready to win their 3rd in a row. Well, that's special, right? You know, 2 in a row. A lot of teams have done 2 in a row, but only 2 franchises in the history of baseball have won 3, at least 3 in a row. The Yankees have done it a couple times, and the Oakland A's. So the Dodgers could enter that rare era. And you know, I was out at spring training in Glendale, Arizona recently, and talking with all of the guys, and talking to Dave Roberts, and talking to Andrew Friedman, the president of baseball operations. They all said that's what they want. They want the legacy. It's one thing to win a World Series. A lot of people have won a World Series. Very few have won 3 in a row. And they say that is something that they wake up in the morning thinking about that.
Yeah.
So you think about motivation, and sometimes winning, you get a little apathetic after winning so much. That is not the case with these guys.
But the Dodgers,
these guys want it.
Yeah, thinking back last season during the playoffs, I mean, they squeaked it out. Some of those games were just, you know, they had luck on their side.
That's baseball sometimes. You know, they've won 2 in a row, but if you look at each of those World Series championships, a couple of years ago, it was all their bullpen, right? They had no starting pitching of any kind, and then it was the opposite last year, where the starting pitching was great, but the bullpen really faltered. And I mean, they were 2 outs away from losing this to the Toronto Blue Jays.
And then the dead ball call and some of those things that went their way, thankfully.
And obviously, if not for Miguel Rojas with his heroics with 1 out in the 9th inning, I mean, that was over. That series was going to be over, and the Dodgers were to come back losers.
He's a hero.
Miggy Rowe comes through with that big swing, and it changed everything. I love talking to him about that at spring training. He said when he hit the home run and he was running around the bases, it was so quiet in Toronto, he could hear his own footsteps as he ran around the bases. That's how quiet it got.
The disbelief of it all, right? And Roxy, I asked you last time, like, who should we look for, right? What up-and-comer? It's like you'll never know who has the hot moment, the moment you aren't expecting from a certain player to really pull through.
And again, that's the beauty of baseball, and especially when it gets to the postseason in the World Series. We so often find, I hear someone yelling.
I know. Someone's excited.
You so often see someone that you least expected, right? You had Shohei Ohtani on deck, and everyone in the world, every Dodger fan in the world is thinking, Miggy, just get on base. Just get on base for Shohei. Just get on base, walk, anything you got to do, get on base. And what does he do? He hits a home run, and he enters that lore of baseball lore. That he will always be a World Series home run hero.
What a story.
Yeah, right?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, if any
gives me
team
chills
can
just to
do
talk about it.
You know, me too. Or if the AC kicked in, I'm not sure. If any team can do it, though, I think it's them.
Well, they're so stacked, right? And not only are they one of the great teams in the history of baseball, but then in the offseason, they go out and they add to it. They go out and get Kyle Tucker from the Cubs, one of the best free agents on the market. They get Edwin Diaz, one of the best relievers in baseball. So they've added to an already incredible 2-time World Series champion team. So they are the odds-on favorite. It's not even close, quite frankly. They're plus 230 to win the World Series already. already, which is basically like 5-2, 2.5 to 1.
Yeah.
The next shortest odds, the Yankees, 10-1. So everyone in the world believes if the Dodgers can stay healthy, that no one can beat this team.
I hope they win it decisively, not all those nail biters.
But that's what makes it fun.
Announcers watching.
No.
I know.
Yeah, it'd be great to have, it's 10-0 in the second inning, but that's boring.
So boring.
And I love the style that each player brought to the game with the bling.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of bling last year.
And speaking of Miguel Rojas, right?
Yes.
He had that I don't know what that gemstone was, but it was blue, right?
Like sapphires.
Something.
And everybody wanted it after he had it.
Little kids. My son has a fake one now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing about these guys. I'll tell you what. They're great ball players. They're supremely talented, but they're really fun. Their personalities, of course. Kike Hernandez, same way, and he had some bling.
Yeah.
He's dyed his hair blue to start the season.
Okay.
He starts the season on the injured list, but he still has all the pizzazz.
Yeah.
And when you see Shohei Ohtani gets on base or hits a home run, and he's doing this, that's that symbol. People realize that's because he endorses everything in Japan, but one of them is skincare.
Yeah.
And in his skincare ad in Japan, he does that. So his teammates kind of
I didn't know that's
rib
why.
him a little bit. So they do this. Yes.
I love it. I love all the personalities.
Yeah, that's skincare.
Hey, skincare is important.
Very important, especially when you're out in the baseball diamond.
That's right. Wear your sunscreen today.
That's right. All right, you're going to stick around, have more with us later on. But over to Amanda now.
Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you, ladies and Kyle. Coming up, we are heading into the pit. She has the pit factor. Alexandra Metz sits down with me live to talk about being on one of the hottest shows on TV. So come back and watch Stacked.
Taking a look at our top stories this morning, former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores have arrived at a Manhattan courthouse. They face federal drug trafficking charges that could lead to decades in prison if convicted. Maduro's lawyer is asking the judge to let him access Venezuelan funds to pay for his defense. The U.S., though, is blocking that, despite Venezuelan law requiring its government to pay them. The judge said he would not make a decision on that today.
Sherman Oaks has been hit with several smash and grabs this week. The trading car store Toy Mandala was hit twice in the last 2 days. Meanwhile, Macy's at the Westfield Fashion Square in Sherman Oaks was hit by 2 suspects last night. They caused a panic when shoppers mistook the sound of breaking glass as gunfire. No one was hurt. No arrests have been made yet.
Your world champion Dodgers are hyped and ready to go. We are just hours away from the opening pitch and the Blue Crew's quest for the three-peat. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be the starting pitcher against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
As we make our way closer to that home opener, temperatures will warm up. We are starting to see a little bit more sunshine out there, and the warm conditions that we do have in place, they are sticking around with us through the rest of this week. In fact, rolling into the weekend for some of us as well. Now, we do sit on the horizon of a temperature and pattern change. Those temperatures are getting ready to cool down, but also we are looking at the chance for a few rain showers to move across the area. All of that not arriving until we arrive at next week. Temperatures usually for today, the averages are 71 degrees today. We're going more than 10 degrees above that. A good chunk of our region is expected to see temperatures once again today, about 10 to 15 degrees above their averages, and nowhere near that record temperature of 98 degrees. Although last week we got a nice dose of that. We are starting to see some of that sunshine peek its way out across our coastal area. Temperatures right now at 66 degrees in the Santa Monica area, and our winds, they've been nice all morning and do continue that way into our later hours as well. Calm conditions out there. We are seeing a lot more 70s pop up on the map. We're at 70 degrees up in Frazier Park. Pasadena, we're at 70 degrees as well. 66 over in Riverside. And good morning down in Long Beach, coming in at 6 in the 70s, not just in the mountains, but also along our coastal areas. If you are in our high deserts, your temperatures should be in the upper 80s. Low deserts, we're going for the upper 90s. And if you are in our inland communities, stretching from the Inland Empire, the Santa Clarita Valley, also the San Fernando Valley, your temperatures are expected to be in the upper 80s to low 90s. Your 7-day forecast giving off all of the summer-like feels. We are still rolling through our first official week here of our spring season, and doing so with some strong conditions. There's a look at those temperatures holding pretty steady into the weekend. Now, as we arrive at next week, our system should drop our temperatures right back down near their averages, and we will have some days where they do fall below that average. And then there goes a look at that rain trying its best to make itself into our region. Along the coast today, your temperatures in the 70s, so a lot cooler than what we'll see into our interior section. Still, that does place most of the 7 days here with our temperatures in the 70s. Our valleys in the Inland Empire seeing a little bit more heat. We're still expected to be in the upper 80s today under mostly sunny skies. As we get through this weekend, temperatures will also be in the upper 80s to low 90s. And then as next week approaches, we do take a sharp drop in our temperatures, backing down into the 70s. And then we are looking at back-to-back days with some precipitation arriving for us. The mountains, it is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day for you. Temperatures similar to what we'll see along the coast. I've been saying that all morning because look at that. That is 73 degrees for today. We'll see those mid to upper 70s to finish out your week. And then as we roll into next week and those disturbances start making their way into the area, your temperature backing down, looks like dropping down into the 50s with a chance for precipitation as well. We'll touch on our deserts. We are expecting to be in the 80s for today. And if you are in our low deserts, your temperatures will be in the 90s. And then you are going to see a couple of days with your temperatures in the triple digits, low triple digits. So some better news there. Back to you.
All right, Star, thank you. And And it's almost showtime for the Dodgers, and Shohei already has his three-peat. He opens his third straight MLB season with the most popular player jersey. Otani's number 17 jersey is not just king in the United States, but globally as well. The second most popular jersey, his teammate and countryman, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who wears number 2. It is the first time 2 Japanese players have gone 1-2 in jersey popularity. Coming in at number 3 is Aaron Judge and Cal Riley for number 4.
Some hardcore Dodger fans in the South Bay are gathering with their lowriders for opening day.
We are talking with Drew Noriega in Redondo Beach in front of that iconic mural right there along PCH. All right, how are we feeling? Are we going to do it?
You know what? We're feeling a lot better now. A lot more better. The sun's coming out. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, especially for Dodger fans.
Are you drinking apple juice?
Absolutely. I got tired of the water. I'm getting full now. I'm getting ready to eat breakfast, trying to stay hydrated.
All right, yeah, hydration is key. I know you're going to be there when the first pitch happens at 5:30. Okay, tell me about your hat and all of those pins. I know you're a diehard Dodger fan.
No.
All of the harbor area
pins,
representing over there.
Well, this is the hat that I got from Dodger Stadium. This is the World Series hat from Dodger Stadium with the original pin, but these are all the pins from the World Championships from and opening day from 2020, 2024, and 2025.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Okay, now introduce us to the guys behind you in the car. Show us around.
Show us around. Well, this is a good partner of mine. This is a good partner of mine. His name is Ignacio, and he's a co-worker of mine right here. Ruben right here. I said Alexis, Lewis, Matthew, and Dynamite right here. These are the guys that brought all the cars out today. I'm trying to be like these guys. My car's still in the shop, but these are the big boys right here. We're just going out for a cruise to eat breakfast and then go root for the Dodgers. We're all going to the game in a little while.
How quickly can you get in and show us a little trick in one of your lowriders? I know they're tricked out. I sat in one of them before.
Absolutely. We're gonna be there again. Once we get to that point, God willing, you're gonna be in all these cars one more time for the victory parade this year coming up. God willing.
Of course, we're gonna do it. How confident are you in a three-peat?
You know what? I am as confident as I can be, but I'm nervous like everybody else. You know, we don't want to count our eggs before the chickens have hatched them, but we're just praying for a healthy season and a good season. But I think we have a pretty good chance.
That's right. One game at a time.
All right, we'll have so much fun. Let's see, what you're gonna drink next after the apple juice. I'm sure a nice.
Well, after this, we're gonna move to adult beverages. So we're gonna be at Dodger Stadium in a little while after breakfast. But hey, I'm glad to see you guys, and hopefully we can get together again real soon.
Have fun.
Thank you.
So MLB,
Thank you very much.
Obviously back in full swing, and you might notice something a little different for the regular season for the first time. Robot umpires, yes, are coming to the big leagues. So these are it. For the first time, MLB will be using automated ball and strike system. This allows players to challenge balls and strikes. Robot umpires have been tested in Major League since 2019 and even at MLB spring training last year and at 2025 All-Star Game in Atlanta. Each team has the chance to challenge 2 calls per game.
Thank you. Okay, we are so excited to have another member from the pit in the studio. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. You know it's racked up a ton of awards, a whole lot of viewers, and is very close to the end of its 2nd season. Of course, again, we are talking about the pit, and we've got Dr. Yolanda Garcia, played by Alexandra Metz, with us. But first, you got to see her in action.
Gear it up. We'll have a room ready in 5. All right, that is 40 cc's out.
Blood pressure's up, now needs to stall it.
Okay, now we're gonna place the J-wire, and we're gonna leave the catheter and the 3-way stopcock.
Still bleeding from the heart. He can live with a little blood loss, but not with a pressure bag squeezing his heart so it can't beat. Good thing we didn't send him home. Nice save, Robbie. You too, Trinity.
Is that an actual compliment?
Sometimes you guys get lucky.
Oh, there you are. I just want to say it's such a testament to what a great actress you are, because you are no nonsense, your character. In person, even just interacting with you for 5 minutes, the sweetest slice of pie. What is so fun about playing this boss character?
Yeah, as you said, no nonsense.
No nonsense.
She suffers no fools.
Yeah.
And I'm a very smiley person. It's nice to have permission to not smile and just be about the business.
Yeah. Lots to smile about, though, with the pit and its success.
Truly.
I mean, mean, it's all over social media. You have multiple fan pages, but I just want you to know the official Pit fan page wants me to tell you hello.
Oh, hi.
I know. They're doing all the work online, but how does it feel to be a part of this phenomenon?
I mean, we all say it's a dream, and of course it sounds cliche, but it really is, especially after working in this industry for 17 years at this point, so many ups and downs.
Yeah.
This is like an astronomical up, and we're all just riding it. It's just such a big feeling to kind of contend with, to sit with, and to celebrate with one another. It's been amazing.
It is, and I feel like we're digging deeper for season 2. I mean, season 1 reeled us in, but season 2, we're seeing this dynamic, a little mixing of personal and professional at work. Are we going to see a little bit more of that unfold?
I mean, you have 4 more episodes. You got to tune in and find out. Yeah.
Touche, touche. I think I have to ask you this on behalf of all of the Pitdom, the Pit fandom.
Yeah.
What's the status on baby Jane Doe?
You know, I think she's going to be just fine.
Real good, real good.
Everyone's checking in on her. Everyone around the world cares.
It's so true. Taking formula real nice, real
she
nice.
Really is. You've got it down.
It's fun to have these vocal stims for season 2, and you got to celebrate with your cast at the Actor Awards, which was so special. I know we have some photos of that.
Yeah, there we are.
Each of you taking home one of these actor statues, that moment, and tell me about that. And also, where do you keep your actor statue?
Okay, well, currently it's just on the dining room table. We live in a tiny space,
That's okay.
and that's where it's most central.
That's great.
And reminds me I need to get back to work.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, but the moment was amazing. I mean, we got to celebrate as an ensemble, and I got into acting because I love you know, just working with other people, learning about other people, bringing something together that is the result of so many different, you know.
There we are. Which we have found out we have a lot in common. Your husband works behind the scenes.
Yes.
My husband works behind the scenes.
Yes, both in art department.
Both in art department. Both shaved heads.
Yep.
We both got Midwest men.
Exactly. That's wild.
Should we just double date? Okay, fine. We will.
I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, but it's been so amazing to be able to tell this story that's so meaningful to so many people, and to get to celebrate that as an ensemble.
Yes.
It's the award that I've always followed as a kid, as someone who was like, I want to be an actor. The SAG Awards, now SAG Actor Awards, were always what meant the most, because it's your peers voting for you.
It is. Those who know what it's like to grind and to hustle and to see art in its purest and greatest form, they're voting for you.
Exactly.
I also want to give you and the team at the Pit a round of applause for shooting in LA.
Yeah.
There are so many other options around the world, as we're seeing, but the fact that it's important not only to Noah Wiley, but the whole team, John Wells, Scott, right, as well, everyone to like stay in LA, that's important.
Yeah, it allows us to do our best work because we're all at home. I mean, of course, we have some people who've come in from other places, Shabana from Australia, Garen from the UK, but for the most part, we are all born and bred, or we moved here to you know, really cement our roots here because we love it so much. And to be able to work here, it's just, it's a great advantage, and I don't take it for granted.
It's the dream.
It really is. I mean, it's hard to not use that word too much, but it all is a dream. They say Hollywood is the land of dreams, and it's come true.
And adding to that dream, season 3 already picked up for a 3rd season. How do you celebrate as a cast?
We keep working, you know. Honestly, during this hiatus, we're all working on different things.
Oh, congrats.
And
That's
you know,
great.
we have some people on Broadway, we have some people shooting things. I'm working with my theater company here at home in LA.
Give it a
Public
shout.
Assembly.
Public Assembly.
Yeah, we actually have our once-a-month show tonight at the South Pasadena Masonic Lodge, and it's a show that we put on. We basically, we're a 501c3 that's reinventing community theater, and we bring in people. Anyone who's been in the audience can submit a premise, and if you're chosen, you get to develop that piece over that month's time. We produce, we cast, we put it all up in that 1 month, and it's so fun. People who've never written before get to partake, people who have. It's like a writer's room for theater, and it's a really beautiful experience. So if you're in the area, come on out. It's actually sold out, but there's a standby line, and we have, you know, standing room. It's a great time.
Okay, great. And people can see more of that on your social media.
Or
Metza Ball Soup, which I love that. And
the Public Assembly on Instagram.
Okay, I'm a thespian, so I appreciate that. Theater is not dead. It's very much alive. The acting on the Pit is top notch, and I see even more awards for season 2 coming soon.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. A new episode of the Pit drops tonight on HBO Max, and of course, Season 3 in the works. Can't wait to see what's in store for that. Thank you so much, Alexandra Metz.
Thank you.
We will be right back. Excuse me, Dr.
Yes.
Breaking news out of Sacramento right now. California lawmakers have voted to rename the state holiday Cesar Chavez Day to Farm Workers Day following sexual abuse allegations that surfaced against the former labor leader. Governor Gavin Newsom is expected to sign the bill quickly, changing the name of the March 31st holiday. The change comes after those allegations became public last week that Chavez sexually abused women and girls, including his fellow labor leader, Dolores Huerta.
We're going to check in with Star right now, talk a little bit about what the weather's like. Today is a big day for a lot of folks going out to the ballpark.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be a good one as well. You know, we started off this morning, very simply put, with not so pretty sky conditions. It was muggy and a little hazy out there. As we do push closer to our 11 o'clock hour this morning, we are starting to see things look a little better out there with those sky conditions. We are still under the influence of our high pressure system. You'll notice that it is shifting further off to the east of us, which means that it is weakening our conditions here across the West Coast, but still local enough to really impact our temperatures through the remainder of this week. We are going to see that as we push through the remainder of this morning, moving into the early afternoon, things do turn around for us. So a lot of sunshine out there. We do still have some areas that will hold on to those partly cloudy skies, but most of the region we are expecting to be under mostly sunny conditions. And then we just go go ahead, fast forward. Our futurecast here is a simulation of our satellite radar, so it's putting into play what we'll expect moving into our late evening hours, and most of that is going to be the patchy fog. So we do have that rinse and repeat of that condition out there. So as we do wake back up tomorrow morning, yes, the fog will be right back in place again. No dense fog advisories, however. As we move into tomorrow, and yes, the weekend as well, our high pressure system, it is shifting further out to the east, and we will be welcoming a new shift in the weather pattern. This will include a disturbance moving in from offshore, and this will allow for our temperatures by the, I'd say, start to middle of next week, begin a cooling trend. We are talking temperatures cooling back down closer to their averages for this time of the year. In addition to that, we are also looking at our models indicating that we are in store for a bit of wet weather here across the west coast. So not just up towards the Pacific Northwest, we will see this moisture slide down into portions of Southern California. So yes, we are talking a little wet weather. We are not hurting in the wet weather department. You'll see here, just for this water year alone, above average conditions, we are more than 5.5 inches above where we are typically at for this time of the year. Temperatures for most of us in the 80s through our Thursday, LA included in that, the Orange County area as well. As we move into next week, you'll see those temperatures dropping back down into the 60s and 70s with a chance of rain and showers arriving as well. If you are along the coast, get ready to see some of those cooler conditions, but still nice out there. Sunshine in place, and you're going for the low 70s for today. Back to you.
Star, thank you so much. So last hour we asked you this. Here are the results. Do you think the Dodgers will three-peat? Come on, of course. 80% hasn't changed. I thought it would go higher.
I know.
Okay, well, we're positive for sure. Have our hopes up. After 8 months of extensions, the final countdown is on for Kohl's French Dip. Yes, 118-year-old downtown staple officially closing its doors Sunday, March 29th after struggling with the rising costs. Fans can grab a final sandwich during a flavor feast this weekend featuring guest chefs. Owners are still hoping a last-minute buyer can maybe save that historic space. But for now, the doors are shutting. If you're headed down there, though, get there early. The first 59 dips sold each day come with complimentary See's candy.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. From one French dip restaurant to another, an era is ending at one of LA's most iconic eateries, Philippe's. The original is removing the signature sawdust from its floors after more than a century on North Alameda Street. Management says insurance requirements for safety and liability forced this change. So while the floors will look different, the legendary French dips and commitment to tradition aren't going anywhere.
All right, well, that's a change that I think people can live with. 5:50, oh my gosh.
Oh.
10:52.
You're thinking about 5:30,
5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, that's right. Coming up, the World Cup trophy hits the road. Where you can see it, we'll show you. So the road to the 2026 World Cup starts right here on Fox 11. The FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour officially kicking off in the shadow of the Hollywood sign. It will start a cross-country journey through major cities like Vegas and Miami. The tour wraps up in New York this June. The U.S. men's national team takes the pitch for their opening